like a minute left. Second round, I did it with a couple minutes left. So I didn't take that many swings throughout the day, which definitely helped me, right? And then in the last round, I had to go first to kind of set the tone, which was different. And, you know, it was me and Josh Garden in the final round. He hits balls far, and I was like, this is gonna be a tough one for sure. And
he needs 3 in 9 seconds.
Fans, bring him home. Let's hear it for Josh.
I don't know if it's gonna happen, Dylan. Garden is out of gas. He's done. What a performance. Tyler Duncan takes the championship.
From the Hamilton Cardinals.
What an effort from Josh Garden. But how about Tyler Duncan? This kid is something else.
Tyler Duncan, last year's Intercounty Baseball League MVP. 4 home runs this season, 16 last year on the day. He was so impressive.
Hey, he led the league in home runs last year. Like, he showed he was still a home run king.
Amidst all the excitement, something was looming in the back of everyone's minds: the upcoming trade deadline.
Yeah, I mean, you know, getting close to the trade deadline, obviously there's a little bit of added pressure. You know, you got to make sure all your guys are qualified with at-bats or pitchers with pitching innings, all that kind of stuff. So it does add a little pressure, I would say, to perform. And, you know, get those guys in, make sure they're all qualified, especially with guys leaving for school, because there's a couple guys that we do have that are leaving. You know, for example, Connor Hicks, behind the plate, he's one of our bigger guys who we rely on a lot. A little bit of our pitching staff, Gadget, one of our closers. So obviously there's some big roles to fill when it gets to this point in the year, a little later before playoffs. But you know, we got the core group of guys here. Hopefully we can, not hopefully, that's a bad word for it. We will have a good playoff.
This is the final chance for teams to complete their rosters with a team that will take them through the IBL postseason. But for the Hamilton Cardinals, a big shift has rocked the entire front office.
Yeah, so we had a lot of changes this week. We had a game Monday night, and during the game, George told myself and Larry that he got a job promotion with PBR, which is Prep Baseball Report. He already works for them, but he got a job promotion to move to Kelowna, British Columbia. And we're super happy for George, but he decided that he was going to step down as GM. So I sat down with Larry, and we just decided that we're going to take on GM by committee. And we have been trying to get ourselves through the trade deadline and the signing deadline, which is this coming Monday night.
Do you have feedback on Cable 14's programs? Let us know by calling 905-523-1414, extension 227, or email feedback@cable14.com.
I don't think the plane crash was an accident.
I have been following the collective. You have not handled any cases like this one.
This isn't an accident. It is a cover-up.
I'm gonna find out what happened and why.
Those people will go to any lengths to silence the truth.
The Collective. All new Wednesday at 10. Only on Showcase.
Welcome to Friday Night Baseball here on Cable 14 from the legendary Barrie Stadium in Hamilton. It's Reed Duthie alongside my broadcast partner Neil Srivastawa as we return to your regularly scheduled IBL programming after a wonderful All-Star weekend. And Neil, we got a lot of All-Stars going at it tonight as the Cardinals play host to the Barrie Baycats.
No question we do, Reed, and we got lots of All-Stars going on, and of course, I don't want to say the All-Star game hangover or anything, but definitely you can feel the vibe still kind of in the air here. Skies and everything else is kind of back to normal as the schedule back up in the full swing, 4 games in 4 nights. The big number, and of course, last night against the Welland Jackfish, a 3-1 victory. Owen Boone doing what he had to do there to get those guys a victory, and now you're tasked with the Barrie Baycats. Another tough task here as you go from playing the first place team to now down to the second place team, and it's just going working your way through the standings here.
Well, and for the Hamilton Cardinals, no team comes into this weekend hotter than them.
Yep.
8-2 over their last 10 games. The Baycats 7-3, but they've lost 2 in a row.
They've lost 2 in a row, and of course last night it was just a heartbreaker in extra innings. We will take a pause here and step away for the anthem.
Down to field level.
See thee rise, the true North, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Fans, make
As we get set to go on this beautiful July Friday night, we'll take a look at your starting pitcher for the Hamilton Cardinals, and he has been on a roll of late. Neil Enrique Saldana, after coming over from the Welland Jackfish, his first 3 starts a little uneven. His last 3, it's the dangerous Enrique Saldana that we knew would arrive.
No question it is. Of course, he's your typical ground ball pitcher. He wants to get you to hit the baseball, make contact, get yourselves out here, but he's also mixing a lot of strikeouts in it late as well.
Yeah, when you take a look at the statistics, over his last 3 starts, 15 2/3 innings, just 2 earned runs, 3 total. He's also scattered 14 hits over that time while striking out 13. Saldana's been excellent over this last run of a few weeks, and that's what the Cardinals needed, Neil. You've got Owen Boone, who is surely in the MVP conversation. Francis Adames, who's been brilliant since arriving, and now you've got that number 3 in Saldana, who there's a lot of teams he could be a 1.
Oh, exactly. No question he could be. And of course, he's going to be tested tonight against a very veteran Barrie Baycats lineup, led off, of course, by Noel McGarry-Doyle in center field. Brandon Hernandez, the shortstop, is batting second. His brother Francisco back in the lineup, batting third. Noah Macuroda is in fourth at first base. Tristan Clark, another one of these guys you have to put in that MVP conversation is Tristan Clark here. He's in the left field tonight. Clayton Keys, our old friend, our old nemesis, now back with the Barrie Baycats, now the DH tonight. Noah Hull gets a late start in right field. Tyler Plumpton now behind the dish. And Adam Odd, who's back from his honeymoon, his bachelor party, and everything else, he's batting ninth at third base.
We'll take a look at the Cardinals' defensive alignment after the first batter, Noel McGarry-Doyle, who will step in to face Saldana. And McGarry-Doyle flares the first pitch of the ball game, foul.
First pitch at 7:34.
So we're 60 seconds ahead of schedule.
That's okay. I'll take it.
We will take it. As Saldana will wind and fire. If you start ahead of schedule with Saldana on the hill,
chances are you'll stay that way. He doesn't waste a lot of time.
He does not, no.
A hallmark, it would seem, Neil, of this Cardinals staff that they get the ball and they throw the ball.
Yep.
As Saldana will wind and deliver. And McGarry Doyle flares it back, foul 1 and 2. One and two the count to the Baycats leadoff man.
Josh Bain not missing a beat here. It is, of course, Sharkweed on television as well, so he's mixing in jaws early.
Saldana having a little bit of a moment of confusion with his battery mate Russell Young. They were acquired together from the Welland Jackfish by the Hamilton Cardinals.
That they were.
The veteran pitcher and the young catcher.
Yep. Young catcher just getting an opportunity when you're playing 4 in 4 days. Hey, you got to give the starter a little rest somewhere here as well too. Plus, you got to qualify for postseason, not to mention that as well.
I say veteran. Saldana's a 99.
Yeah.
As backing off short is Brandon Nickel. Underneath it out of left field is Yolki Pena, and it's one away. We'll take a look at the defensive alignment for these Cardinals. It begins in the outfield. Center fielder Tyler Duncan is flanked on either side by Yolki Pena left, and Carlos Dominguez, the speedster, to his right. Through the infield, Nico Cacato says first, Jaden Brown second, Jonathan Salazzo over at third, and the aforementioned Brandon Nickel has short. Enrique Saldana and Russell Young comprise your battery for the evening. And another first pitch foul drive from Brandon Hernandez.
Saldana not afraid to go after these hitters whatsoever. He wants to hit them the ground balls, get them to put the ball in play somewhere.
And that's when you know that Enrique Saldana's on his game. When he's attacking hitters, when he's challenging hitters. He's got a tremendous arm, the Panamanian. Listed at 5'11". I don't know, he might have been crouching.
It might have been. I think he's taller than me. I'm 5'11", so.
Hernandez flares this one. Great play made by Jaden Brown on the giddy-up.
Little giddy-up and get out there for Mr. Brandon Hernandez. His brother Francisco will be the batter now.
Jaden Brown, a bit of a jack of all trades for the Cardinals. Neil, he was so impressive in the preseason for the Cards, and we see him there showing off that incredible athleticism.
Yeah.
Francisco Hernandez. There are no easy outs in this Barrie lineup.
No, there is not. That's what happens when you have a championship caliber team that you can roll out night after night for Josh Matlow.
Well, when you got Josh Matlow moving pieces around the chessboard too.
Yep.
It's a pretty good position to be in. And 2-2 to Francisco Hernandez, hitting .319 coming into the ballgame.
Yeah, just back off a lengthy injury stint, missed the All-Star game because he was still recovering, but did come out and take some flowers and got a good ovation from the crowd.
2-2 the count as Saldana puts one right over the plate.
Well, I remember talking to Josh Matlow in the offseason when they were about to sign the second Hernandez. He was joking with his brother and said, yeah, my brother just got released. You got to sign him. And he's like, Josh's like, wait a minute, there's two of you? And it's like, yeah, there's two of us.
How did I not know this?
Well, exactly. And he's like, don't worry, he plays second base. And it's like, that's perfect. So, that's fine. So he didn't need two shortstops.
Worked out as well as it possibly could have, the Hernandez connection.
Yep. I meant to ask Julius how they get around it. Do they just say Brandon and Francisco up the middle or what when they're turning double plays?
Oh, Saldana got both the brothers. That time the strikeout as Saldana got Francisco swinging through, and the Cardinals go 1-2-3 in the first inning on the back of Saldana's hard work and an athletic play over at second base from Jaden Brown. That's a strong beginning for this Cardinals group.
And that's what you need here. You want to get an opportunity to put the zero up in the first half of the inning and put your bats to work here as the Baycats will come out here, and Cesar Rosado will take the hill for the Baycats.
This one was a bit of a surprise for us, Neil.
Yeah, we were both kind of expecting Juan Benitez, but, just, again, how it worked out, and maybe they just felt that Benitez against the Barnstormers tomorrow is probably a better matchup for him. And he also traditionally pitches better at home.
Now, you can't go wrong with those first three for the Baycats either.
No.
When
exactly.
you're going Garces and then a combination of Benitez and Rosado, you're in a pretty good position. But generally, we've seen before it be Garces, Benitez, Rosado. But as you mentioned, Benitez's numbers better in Barrie, Rosado's better on the road.
Yep.
Josh Matlow, a genius, playing the numbers.
Well, exactly. And, when it comes down to Manager of the Year votes, I hope the heck that a lot of teams understand what the Baycats have gone through with injuries and everything else, and what the job Josh Matlow has to do to just, on some nights, put this lineup back together with crazy glue and duct tape to get them out there.
A couple of popsicle sticks to hold them all together.
Exactly.
Neil, if you wouldn't mind, take us through the Cardinals batting order.
Absolutely. Carlos Domingos will lead things off. Brandon Nichols is batting second. Tyler Duncan is in center field batting third. Nico Kakatos at first base. He's batting fourth. The Eggman is batting fifth in left field. Jonathan Salazzo, conductor, batting sixth. Jaden Brown at second base. The catcher is Russell Young, and Tommy Reyes Cruz is the designated hitter in the 9th spot tonight.
About mid-May, what would you have said if I told you Nico Kakatos at the end of July would be batting fourth in the Cardinals lineup?
Knowing how this guy hits, I wouldn't be surprised. When he was with the University of Toronto, and the brief times I saw him against the Griffins, saw him against McMaster and the regionals and everything else, it was just like, yeah, this guy can hit. This guy can play. And that's why he was the OUA MVP that one year as well. So he can do it.
He's had a meteoric rise. The former Mets farmhand, Carlos Dominguez, flares one into center field. And underneath it is Noel McGarry Doyle, and it's one away. We'll take a look at the Baycats' defensive alignment. It begins in the outfield with Noel McGarry Doyle in center. He's flanked by Tristan Clark, who's in the MVP race to his left, and Noah Hull taking over for the suspended Willie Garcia in right. Nolan Macabrota, Francisco Hernandez, Brandon Hernandez, and Adam Ott around the diamond. Cesar Rosado and Tyler Plumpton now comprising the battery. Two late changes in the lineup for the Baycats.
Well, apparently the email about suspensions didn't get to Josh Matlow till very late, so he had to make a quick scramble before the game time here.
I remember that happening in Ottawa in the 2022 season, where Nathan Steos was in his equipment and ready to take warm-up, and we got word Nathan Steos has been suspended.
Yep, well, it happens, because again, it's just whenever the reviews and everything else, you look at the tapes and look at the umpire reports, and sometimes it takes till the late afternoon for it to happen.
We had an off day the day before.
Oh, geez. Well, that's not my fault. I can't help you there. That's not me. That's not me.
Yeah, no,
I'm not. Just for the record, I'm not in charge of responsible for player discipline in this league either. So I'm not wearing that hat.
That had nothing to do with you, pal.
No.
The Southern Arkansas superstar looking at a 1-1.
Because I would have made sure the guy knew at 9 o'clock this morning.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of what you're hoping for.
Yeah.
As the ball is on the ground to third. Odd, quick turn, has to go way across the diamond, and the sun playing tricks.
Yep, it's just, I don't think Macabrota could see where it was going, and then he just had to reach up, and he finally caught it, but it was like a little too late off there, and Nichols aboard on what likely would be an E5 or an E3, depending on which way Nate decides to score that one.
The former MVP, the two-time home run derby king, Rocky Mountain Thunder, Tyler Duncan steps in with a man on.
Can we just say that him and Josh Niles are just dialed in when it comes to home run derbies? It's not even funny. It's just, those guys just got it down to a science.
They've got a thing.
And if the game is further south where we think it is next year, they're going to have a lot of fun in right field.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
It could be a three-peat.
Yeah.
As Rosado will wind and deliver, and that one outside for ball one. Duncan, by the way, hitting .333. The numbers over the last month have exploded.
Well, it was not so long ago we were kind of concerned he was at .219. So, the numbers have definitely climbed up as the weather's warmed up, so that's just Tyler Duncan doing Tyler Duncan things.
Yeah, nobody's worried anymore as Duncan hammers this one high into the air, got maybe too much underneath. McGarry Doyle tracking two away.
A little too much under that one, and second out of the inning.
And that will bring up Nico Kakatos.
First baseman number 10, Nico Kakatos.
Kakatos, the only man on the Cardinals with a higher batting average than Tyler Duncan, hitting .338. And Neely's had to have put himself in Rookie of the Year consideration.
He definitely will have done so, that's for sure. That'll be coming up soon, I'm sure. And I'm still lobbying really hard to the league to get a Reliever of the Year award just because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to, have to, okay, you got your pitcher or, first team or second team pitcher, but there's nothing for the relievers, which just seems like a very wrong that needs to be written.
Is there somewhere I can sign on to this campaign? Because I agree with you wholeheartedly. Brandon Nickel taking off the second, Plumpton up with the throw. Francisco Hernandez, pardon me, it's Brendan Hernandez trying to bait Nickel to run on with a little fake to center field.
A little bait and switch there.
Yeah, not falling for it.
Nope.
So Cacados with a 2-0 count. He's got Yoki Pena behind him, hitting with a man now in scoring position. And there's a pretty big gap in between Brandon Hernandez and Adam Odd right now in the alignment. But the count's going to go to 3-0.
Rosado just doesn't seem like he's finishing off these pitches early here. Probably an adjustment he'll make in the half inning.
The left side of the infield, Neil, there's a
significant hole in that side right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a bit of a shift being played here. Well, it's not going to matter now as Cacados will take the walk. And Yoki Pena will step in with 2 on and 2 away.
Yeah, that tune he's got is definitely catchy. Just sticks in your head.
It's a little too catchy.
Yeah.
287 on the season for Yoki Pena.
5 home runs, 19 RBIs. Would love to get number 20 here somehow and give the Cardinals a lead.
Brandon Nickel, the man on second. Great speed. So if this touches green grass, Nickel's likely on his way home.
Yep.
Cesar Rosado looking into Tyler Plumpton. Got to think Rosado's just trying to settle himself down a little bit.
Yep.
Beautiful breaking ball. Started out at Plumpton's shoulder and cut right back over the plate. That looked like it had a magnet for Plumpton's glove.
Yep. Chris Marco calling balls and strikes. Chris going at first, and Dave Phillips is at third.
Whoa, Rosado missed his spot that time. Plumpton set up outside, and he ran it back on the inner quarter. One and one the count. The conductor who got the save in the All-Star game. That's not a sentence I thought I would ever say.
No.
What a job he did in that ninth inning.
Oh, exactly.
He waits on deck if Pena reaches, and Pena taps that one back foul. Jonathan Salazzo looked like he was having so much fun.
He
got
was.
the save and then was calling on the train horn.
Yep. Having lots of fun.
That's what it's all about.
Exactly.
What a beautiful night that was for the All-Star game.
It was. Very nice.
Cleveland Brownlee getting a base hit off Fernando Rodney.
Yep. Then a massive strikeout, which has been edited to the Ken Griffey Jr. sound now, so.
Ball on the ground, McEnroe, a little trouble. He'll sort it out and race back to the bag, and that will end the threat for the Cardinals. No score through one full inning. It's a busy weekend for these Hamilton Cardinals. Neil, they take to the road tomorrow, but Sunday afternoon, they will finish out a 4-4, coming right back here to take on the Welland Jackfish. Doesn't get any easier on this week.
No, it doesn't. It definitely does not.
They got the win in Welland, but the Jackfish just storming on the road this season. 14-2.
13-2 right now, but yeah, there potentially could be 14-2 because they do play in Brantford tonight. That's not a shot against the Red Sox. It's just the Jackfish needing to halt another losing streak. Second time this season they've lost 3 in a row. So we know what happened the last time. They came here and, well, we were the sacrificial lambs. So let's just put it that way. I feel sorry for Brantford tonight.
Yeah, the Jackfish are not a team that are used to losing ball games. But Neil, with a couple of 3-game losing streaks on this season, suddenly the IBL is
a lot tighter.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, when I set off the beginning of the year, I thought nobody was going to break the 30-win plateau. I wasn't being, wasn't being cynical. It wasn't anything. As far as this stuff goes, I just thought the parity in this league was going to make a lot more teams a lot more better, and you're not going to win the 19-2 ball games too often this year.
No, we really haven't. I mean, even a lot of the blowout games that we've seen, outside of a couple in the last couple weeks from the Cardinals that have been on just a rampage, but you've seen 10-6, you've seen 12-7, you've seen those kind of ball games. So,
and the Jackfish, which is so weird with them, it's like the lower the score is, the worse the outcome is for them. They've lost so many 1-run ball games. They lost so many 2-run ball games. They lost so many 3-run ball games. It's just like, I don't understand it. I just don't. It's just been a very weird season across the league as far as those things go. I mean, you look at the home records of both them and Toronto, and it's just like places you used to dread going to if you were an opposing team. It's like, hey, now you got confidence walking in here.
Almost feels like if they're not thumping, they're not feeling it.
Yeah.
As Nolan McEnroe, speaking of thumping, will step in.
He put on a show at the Derby as well.
333, and he faked a bunt.
Well, the guy's just trying to get on base any way they can, especially with Salazzo playing almost where the shortstop is. A definite shift on here with Macabrota.
Yeah, we were talking about maybe teasing a shift against Kakatos. This is
a deliberate one.
Yeah, this is a shift and a half.
And that's probably why Macabrota pushed the bunt down. He's like, okay, look at the left side. If I push it down there, I've got at least a single. If it gets past the base, I might even have a double.
Saldana almost got Macabrota coming out of his shoes. Runs it back over the plate a second time, went off speed, came back fastball, 1 and 2.
Well, you think about the guys that are out of this Barrie Baycat lineup right now. Malik Williams, Ryan Rios. Two guys that, would definitely shore this lineup up even further.
Oh, absolutely. As Macabrota will flare that one foul. Ryan Rio, one of the most dangerous hitters in the IPL. Yeah, if you got him and Macabrota back-to-back in the middle of that lineup, it is just downright frightening. And I mean, Malik Williams is kind of can do a little bit of everything kind of player.
Yep.
Macabrota back up the middle. Saldana with the stab. Hey, look what I found. Over to Kakatos at first, 1 away.
1-3 goes the put-out, and that's going to be the left fielder, Tristan Clark, which has been a great story this year.
331 coming in.
Yep. Former Canadian national junior team member. He was down in the States. Josh Matlow reached out to him just as hey, what are you playing and everything else. He was playing men's league down there. Men's league, like beer league almost. And it's just like...
Something wrong with that.
No, but again, it just tells you when he comes up here, he's a human highlight reel.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I've clipped him making outfield catches, hitting absolute moonshot somewhere. Just doing everything in his power.
And he'll zip that one right back up the middle for a base hit. The average keeps on climbing as Clark on with a single.
I get it. He's got a young family and everything else. But yeah, it's just a great story to see this guy getting a shot up here.
Oh, absolutely.
And then we have the return of Clayton Keys from the Frontier League, and now with the Barrie Baycats.
Yeah, Clayton Keys has been a bit of a traveler. Was with the Hamilton Cardinals 2 years ago.
Yep.
Ended up in the Frontier League last year. I believe it was with Evansville.
Yep.
And now with the Baycats, we know what Keys can do both with the bat and in the field, as Saldana puts that one on the inside edge, 0-1. Malik Williams down, pretty good guy to have step in, and Clayton Keys.
Yeah. 297 on the season, 1 home run, 7 RBIs so far.
Russell Young thought about throwing behind Clark, but thought better.
Yeah. But it gives Matlow an option there. If you want to rest an outfielder, you just want to make them a DH or something, Keys can go jump in any one of the positions in the outfield.
Yeah. Saldana checks over at Clark. I mean, if you're Russell Young, you want to be careful as well from in behind the plate. You never know, and you might get a weird catcher's interference call, asked Carlos Narvaez over the last
goodness. What the heck happened there? Poor guy.
As a Red Sox fan, that was extremely frustrating. 1-2 the count.
They lost the game on an appeal on the catcher's interference, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
I still don't understand how he interfered.
Sometimes it's just, I don't know.
On either play.
Yeah.
The second one was even more egregious. He was behind the play. Anyway.
Yeah. It's almost like they got to put a sensor on the catcher's glove or something. Yeah, you touched something or made contact with something.
Well, the one was just like, well, he stepped in front of the plate. No, he didn't.
You got a cracked helmet or we got an ear flap missing on this helmet? We got a little switcheroo going on here.
Possibly cracked?
Properly cracked, but Chris Marco not missing a beat back there.
Yeah, Chris noticed it right away. Now, I saw Keys kind of fiddling with it, which is what made me think that there might have been something cracked that wasn't...
Yeah, or the ear flaps coming off, something. I don't know.
I wonder if that may be it.
Yeah. Well, trust me, when you got something coming at you 95 miles an hour, you want as much protection as you possibly can get on your head.
Oh, absolutely.
At all times. Ask Jonathan Salazzo. He took an ugly one off the face in Chatham Kent. And yeah, Jenny and I were both, kind of queasy after that.
Yeah.
But thankfully, it was okay. And, of course, we got the in-seat service folks running right in front of us here, too, catching our eye.
With the Jimmy the Mouth of the South
Have you got your pretzels yet, by the way?
No, I haven't done the pretzel yet.
Oh, man.
We'll work on that. Before this season is over, there will be a pretzel in here.
Yes, I know.
Delivery from Saldana. Yeah, my reaction is kind of the same as Brandon Nickel. I'm not really sure where that missed.
Yep.
One away with Clark over at first, the 2-2.
Got some Baycats fans down below us here, obviously.
You know what? That's brave travel for the Baycat faithful. I've done that drive going the other way when we go up and play there on a Friday night or on a Thursday night. The Saturday, not as bad, but still a little dicey at times.
Yeah, usually when I go stop in Barrie, my cousin Crystal will reach out, but she's moved to Nova Scotia now, so I don't know if we're going to get those kind of warm offers way out there now, but she just moved out there recently as of this week.
That is a move.
It is.
Plain Key sends this one into center field, falling quickly. Oh, speaking of human highlight reels, Tyler Duncan, Superman.
I guess there's the obligatory Duncan highlight of the night there right now, as Key is retired on the F8.
The big fella goes horizontal.
You have to take a word for it because I don't think the replay is working, unfortunately, right now. So, yes, sadly, we'll have to clip it out later.
Yeah, oh, my goodness gracious. He'll wander back to his spot in center. That was magnificent. As Noah Hull will step in.
Now with two away. Hull a last-minute replacement for Willie Garcia, like we mentioned off the top. Hull hits this one down the line, and it's going to hook foul.
Pena thought about giving chase, but he's not going to have the space to make that up.
As the bullpen scatters.
Everybody get out of the way.
Yep.
It's not fair for a guy the size of Tyler Duncan to be that athletic.
No.
It's just not fair.
No, it's just not.
I mean, you look at him and you would think power hitter.
Yep.
You would think first baseman, third baseman, something like...
Not center fielder is taller than half the outfield.
Center fielder, we've seen him play shortstop.
Yep.
It's unbelievable.
And it was great to see so much of his family up here last weekend, too. I know they took the games in London, so we got stuck behind them in traffic on the way back.
The 401. Ball sent into left field. Yolki Pena gets under it. And Hull is retired. No score through 1.5. The Cardinals will turn, and they'll lead off with Jonathan Salazzo, who's feeling pretty good coming into this ball game. But, Neil, we're seeing Enrique Saldana in the form that you had to expect when the Cardinals went out and acquired him.
Oh, no question. And it's exactly what they needed as far as this being, arguably a number 2, arguably number 3. It's just a flip a coin, see what night it is as far as this stuff goes. But definitely been the shot in the arm the Cardinals needed since he's got here.
Yeah, you knew Owen Boone, and maybe you didn't know it was going to be this good for Owen Boone.
Yep.
But the unquestionable ace has been right at the top of the MVP category from night 1 of this season on. Francis Adames, you could pretty much call him a co-ace with the performances that he's put on.
Yeah.
And then the last 3 outings for Enrique Saldana, he says, do not forget about me.
Yep.
I'm on camera right now.
And suddenly this 1-2-3, you start to align that for a playoff.
Well, exactly. You know, especially when the first 2 rounds are best of 5. So, you know, you're going to probably be playing, I would say, probably the Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You'll have Sunday off. You'll have Monday, which is usually Labor Day, where actually it's not. It's usually whatever that is. You'll have the Monday or the Tuesday night, and then the Game 5 will be the Wednesday night. So the way these Cardinals are going to line up this rotation, it's going to be like, okay, you're going to probably see, if you can steal the first 2, you're in great position for 3 and 4.
Yep.
If you have to, if you're in a hard series, you know you got Boone ready for Game 4, the worst case scenario.
And a young Carwin Salcido that
he might just sneak in here and just, you know, steal a show some night.
Yeah, he's going to be a stud. The 0-4.
Yeah.
He's 21.
Yeah. I know.
Yeesh.
He's only going to go up.
Yeah. As Jonathan Salazzo steps in. And you think of, as Salazzo fouls that one off, Plumpton, who's going to have to take a breath.
Yep.
You think of who Salcido's going to have a chance to learn from down in that Cardinals pitching staff. Boone, Adames, Saldana, Rodney, Gadjic, Peters.
Yep. Well, it's just exactly, you know, you get a year of him working indoors with some of these guys.
Jeez.
I can only imagine what he's going to be doing next year.
Got Luis Bernardo from a catcher's perspective to help him out. Angel Castro in as the pitching coach.
Yeah. Guys that have major league experience. Like, you can only be if you're a Cardinals pitcher, your mission in this offseason is just become sponges.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, every question you could possibly imagine. You got 2 great sounding boards that pitched at the major league level.
Ball on the ground. Nice play made by Macabrota. Charging is Salazzo. Not quite in time.
And I'm going to have a hug it out, and, you know. And Salazzo's going to give Macabrota a little pat on the butt as he goes past him, too, and says, hey, this is not payback for the home run derby here. Stop making a play.
Heck of a play by Macabrota, headed towards foul territory. And he and Rosado having a bit of a chuckle about it now.
A foot faster or a foot higher, he's probably got himself a double down the line.
Yep.
Instead, it's just a 3-1 put out, and that was the first out of the inning. And now Jaden Brown, who really showed me something last night. He was just able to take the pitches up the middle that he was getting from the starting pitcher and everything else, and just unfazed by them. Says, okay, you're going to pitch it down the middle. I'm going to throw it right back up the middle at you.
Another young man who is bound for big things in the IBL. And look at a first pitch strike from Rosado. Right from when we first saw him in the preseason, when he was ripping doubles off the outfield fence, you knew this kid's got something.
He does. And he's got patience at the plate, too.
Rosado didn't get the landing he wanted on that pitch. And he'll reset himself on the hill. Now to look into Plumpton. So far, game going a bit to script, with it being Saldana against Rosado.
And it is.
Brown flares that back into the mesh. It's one of those nights where you can't expect a ton of run production. When you get it, you got to make it count.
No, exactly. I think it was the same thing last night. It was like, okay, 3-1, and kept going, okay, we got to get another run here just because it's Welland. We got to get something somehow we can. And just, hey, the Welland pitching staff, they went out there and shut the door down. And you can't say enough about the Cardinals pitching staff holding the Jackfish to no hits after the second inning.
Brown laces it, but it's going to run foul. 1-2 it remains. Gadjic, Sorosky.
Hospital was in there too.
Yeah, the doctor. And then Fernando Rodney striking out the side.
Yeah.
Talk about putting the exclamation point. Think he's feeling comfortable?
Oh, yeah, he was definitely having fun last night. He just looked like he had a different look on his face, too. It's just like, yeah, okay. I know this mound. I know what happened last time I was here. Not any of that's going to happen this time.
Locked in.
Yeah.
And Brown working the count to 2-2. That's what you mentioned, Neil. He's Able to work the count, keeping himself alive.
And you got to look at the job Tommy Reyes Cruz did last night in the third inning, too. Like, he fouled off enough pitches to finally earn that hit he got to double down the line, or actually double the right center field that started that inning in the third after a walk to Dominguez. Then they pull off the double steal, which still gave him the lead. Just little things.
That was downright fun to watch, the double steal. I think it's safe to say Luis Bernardo likes action.
Oh yeah, he doesn't like to sit back and watch the chess pieces going around. He likes to play checkers instead.
Yeah, yeah. It's like having Sly Stallone as your manager.
Yep.
It's like the Expendables. We're just mayhem everywhere.
Now I'm gonna have to go watch that again. I know it.
Oh, I love that movie.
Well, Happy Gilmore 2 came out today, too. So.
Yes, I got to make some time. Oh, Rosado got Brown looking with a beautiful breaking ball. That was pretty.
Great pitch there, now 2 away for Russell Young, the catcher.
Catcher number 34, Russell Young.
Well, and Russell Young's got some great mentors to learn from, Luis Bernardo, and now Jomar Hernandez stepping in. Boy's he been good.
He's been really great.
And Young skies it. Macabrota backing into foul territory. Oh, another great play by Macabrota. Backhanding it out of the air, and that will retire the side. Rosado will step back to the dugout. Nothing's come across through 2 full, as we'll hear from our friends at Armstrong Bird Food.
Sometimes the littlest things can make the biggest difference. Like nature brightening your day. Bring nature to your backyard with Armstrong Bird Food. Feeding Cardinals since 1986.
The kids are running the bases.
That they are. And look at them come out here. They're still coming out in droves.
Bernie R. Bird is egging them on.
See, now the kids know they don't even. They know they just don't. They just turn left off third base. There's not even anybody out there to tell them that anymore.
Look at that. One of our crew is running with the camera.
Oh man, poor Alistair took a tumble with it a couple of days ago.
You got to be careful.
Yep.
Make sure you got the right shoes on. Remember, we saw Emily try this once with the heels.
Yeah, don't advise it. Don't advise it.
No. I was so worried we were going to see an ankle go. Now we got a couple of youngsters coming around here at the end.
Yep.
Oh, that is cute.
That it is.
She's trucking it.
She is.
Come on, bro.
Of course, I got a shout out to my daughter Sam, who's turning the big 11 next week, which we're having her birthday party tomorrow night.
Hey!
So yeah.
Happy birthday.
She's going to have a lot of fun tomorrow. She asked for the simplest things for me to make. I was just like, are you serious? I was like, okay, I just want this and this. Dad, make me cupcakes. And can we have cheese sausages for dinner? I'm like, sure.
Cheese sausages and cupcakes?
Yeah. I was like, yeah, that's easy.
Where
That's
do you
easy.
sign up for that?
I'm like, yeah, so I'll get up early tomorrow and I'll make the cupcakes myself because, that's what Dad does.
Wyatt turned 3 last Friday, which is why I was not available for most of the weekend until Sunday. And then
all good.
His party with the family is this Sunday.
Yep.
And he's got a new building track. You build the car track and then you run all the construction vehicles around it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Man, toys have come a long way since my days. I remember the Legos. They were only like 4 colors. Now
right?
Now they got like multicolor, every color under the rainbow things, and you name it, they got it.
They have an Avengers tower.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Back in my day, we had to make our own Avengers tower.
Exactly, And it was, your options were yellow, blue, red, and white, and black. That was it. Maybe some gray if you were lucky if you had the Benny the Spaceman set. If you were lucky.
Oh, yeah, it's come a long way. Going through the toy aisle now is...
Yeah.
It's a different world.
And so does the wallet. It's a different world, too, on your wallet.
Yeah, you're not kidding. I saw a wrestling figure of my good friend All Ego Ethan Page.
Yeah.
$34.99. Didn't these used to be like $6?
Yeah, they were like $6. You get the LGN ones. They're coming back now too. It's just like.
As Salazzo over at third, Plumpton not going to be there as the train horn sounds, and the conductor guns it over to Nico Kakatos, one away.
One away here in the third. 5-3 goes that put out.
So the LJNs were originally brought back by Matt Cardona and Brian Myers under the Big Rubber Guys.
Yeah, I was going to ask because it's just like they're suddenly back, and now LGN came out with a big announcement yesterday. Of course, the timing was kind of, bittersweet at the same time because of what happened. But yeah, it was just like, I remember those things. I remember I remember the wrestling ring. I remember getting the steel cage, and we just like, you name it. We had so many of those.
Yep. Those were my first toys.
My Uncle George worked for LJN Toys at the time, so it was like, okay, birthday list.
Come on.
Yeah, birthday list, Christmas list. Hey, just because list.
Okay, wait a minute. Your dad was a part of Gatorade.
Yeah,
your uncle worked for LJN.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Unbelievable. Now, do you get like the legacy discount when they bring him back?
Yeah, I hope so, because I don't know if he still has the affiliation with him or not. I'm gonna have to ask his daughter Laura, who took it over now. So
can we write that in?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually message her tonight and say, hey, if you guys are still affiliated, hook us up, please, because those things are expensive now.
You're not kidding.
I'm not gonna play with them anymore. I'm just gonna hang them on the wall.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Adam Odd will look at the 3-1. Well, it's funny, too, because LJN makes the big announcement they're coming back on the same day that the Big Rubber Guys group.
They brought out the new ones.
The new AEW set with a Sting that looks like his Galoob in the orange tights.
Yeah.
And now we've lost like half the viewing audiences. Adam Odd will walk down to first.
We want another one of those rants, off topic of baseball. Sorry. It just happens up here.
The people that remember LJN, I don't know how many people are going to remember the WCW Galoobs.
Oh, God. They're just, it was like the GoBots versus Transformers thing. Just come on.
I used to mix my Galoobs and my Hasbros.
Yeah.
They were at least the same size.
Yeah. And it all was because they sent Vince a mock-up of a bigger one, thinking he would like the smaller version. And no, he wanted the bigger one.
He wanted the big one. Of course. As Noel McGarry Doyle steps in after Adam Odd took the walk down to first.
And case in point, my messenger is blowing up.
It just happens on these broadcasts. What can I tell you?
I love you too, Mom. Glad everything's going well with the chemo, so yes.
Hey.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She's like, do you have Laura's number? I'm like, yeah, I do, but she's just making sure.
That's what she's worried about.
Yeah, she's more worried about that.
Mom, please.
Yeah.
We'll be all right.
Yeah.
You focus on you.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you watching along.
Yeah.
My dad's actually going to go in for a hernia operation next week.
Well, hopefully Mr. Duffy does pretty well.
Oh, he'll be fine. He asked him if he could be awake and watch it.
Oh, man.
Well, he asked him to do the same thing when he had his hip replaced.
Not me. Sorry, no. Knock me out.
No.
Wake me up when it's well over, okay?
Gone. Yeah.
Yeah, no. that was with me with the gallbladder. It's like, no, just make sure I'm out. Yeah. I don't want to feel anything. Like ask me questions. If I get any answer, hit me up with something higher. Please.
That was when I had the jaw done there a few weeks ago. That was the same way. I don't want to feel anything until tomorrow. Thank you.
Man, when I did feel it tomorrow, it was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Can I get the number of the truck that rolled over, please?
Yeah. I was watching the NHL draft, rooting for Jake O'Brien with my entire jaw 3 times its regular size. As McGarry Doyle flashes that one foul.
All I remember is just how much the gas pains were afterwards, and then the shoulders was like, yeah, that's not fun.
Yeah.
I don't recommend that to anybody everywhere. By the way,
I remember that my mom's had that done as well, and once you get past that, it's great.
Oh yeah, like once
it's life changing.
By Sunday afternoon, it was fine, but it was just getting to Sunday afternoon was not so fun.
Yeah, there's a period in there where, not as enjoyable. 2-2 the count to McGarry Doyle. Saldana delivers.
And some people at work forgot I was off, so it's like they're calling like going, I got problems. I'm like,
yeah. You think you got problems?
You got problems? I can barely remember what your name is right now. So the meds are working, but I'm trying. The brain's not.
The meds are working, but I'm not. Leave me alone.
Yeah. And then she apologized, like she found out Monday. It's like she's, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
It happens.
It happens.
Saldana checking over at first on Odd.
But again, it's just because, you know, I can do it in my sleep. So it's like, yeah, literally. Do this, do this, do this. That worked. Thanks. Great. All right. I'm going back to sleep now. Bye.
Odd taking off for second, and Young, well, it's not going to matter as it's a walk. So back-to-back walks from Saldana with one away put Odd at second and McGarry Doyle at first, and a dangerous part of the order. Brandon Hernandez steps in.
Brandon Hernandez, of course, it was a flip a coin between him and Frank Garces for the MVP balloting for the playoff votes, and the postseason that Brandon Hernandez had, 563 batting average. Yeah.
Yeah, he gave it everything he had with him and Garces just lifting that Barrie Baycats team.
You know, if I didn't have a vested interest in the final, it would have been just a heck of a story just to watch on its own. But again, it was just kind of distracting going, you're doing it against a team I've got really some, you know, some high hopes for here. So I'm just like, nah, okay. Yeah.
But you still enjoyed it all the way.
Oh, yeah, no question. We had a blast.
It's just that I keep saying it, Neil, but the talent level over these last 3 seasons that we've seen this league.
Like, it's only going to get better from here.
Yeah.
Like, if you went through the league's social and Instagrams and everything else, there's got to be 5 or 6 a day from various places like you wouldn't think if you would be getting them from. Player inquiries and everything else. I feel so bad. It's like, well, here's what you got to do. You got to contact the teams directly because we don't have a draft. We don't keep a player database there as far as that stuff goes. So I'm just like, I feel bad because I'm writing back in various languages to these people and going, unfortunately, we can't do anything as the league level, but here's the email addresses for all 9 teams.
No, I don't want to get too far off on a side, but have we thought about a potential player database from the league level?
It's possible, but again, it's just somebody has to do the legwork, and that's more of an off-season project than anything else.
Fair enough.
That's okay, it's November. I've got nothing else better to do with my time for the next 3 weeks. Let's figure this out.
Hernandez on to third. Salazzo gets the lead runner, and he'll settle for that. There's the veteran smarts from Salazzo. Instead of forcing a throw, just giddy on up over to third, and it's 2 away.
Odds retired on the 5 unassisted for the second out. Noel McGarry Doyle goes to second, and Brandon Hernandez reaches on the fielder's choice. Now with 2 away, and his brother Francisco now the batter who struck out in the first inning.
But if the league is getting more and more inquiries from players from all over the place, it's got to be helping drive the thought of we got to get to 10, we got to get to 11, we got to get to 12 because we're going to have more talent than.
Well, exactly.
Look at the 1967 expansion draft in the NHL.
Yeah. Well, and, you know, there's rumors circulating again. This is only purely a rumor. We're going to 8 imports next year. So
8?
8, yeah.
Whoa.
But that, again, I think that also leverages this benefit. You know, it depends on if we go to 10 or not. Like, I don't see us going to 8 if we only have 9 teams. I just don't see it.
Got to get to 10.
If we get to 10, you take some other steps, you change some things, and yeah, you maybe have to go to 8 just because you need the extra bodies.
With the growth and the quality that we're seeing in the IBL, I think if we get to 10, it puts us on a fast track to 12, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I think it would.
Hernandez back up the middle. Caught down at short by Nickel. He'll gun it to Kikatos. Got him.
What a play by Nichols.
Deep in the hole, Brandon Nickel fires it across the diamond. Kikatos stretches out, and the Cardinals continue on with Saldana. Nothing against him as we head to the bottom of the third.
Yeah, but getting back to what we were just talking about as far as that stuff goes, it's only speculation, guys, so guys and gals listening at home, so don't go start posting things on fan pages saying, hey, we're going to 8 imports. It's not official.
Wait a minute, Neil said, no.
It's not Neil saying anything. This is just what Neil's hearing. That's not from the league level. That's not from anything else. I just want to clarify that so I don't get yelled at tomorrow morning.
Right, but it does make a lot of sense that if the league is going to 10, which whether let's be honest, whether it's next year or in the next couple of years, the league's going to 10 at some point.
Yeah, no question.
Like, there's too much interest. The talent level is there. The number of players are there. The interest from players abroad is there.
Yep.
We're getting to 10.
Yeah.
It's just who and when.
Yeah, well, exactly.
And where.
Exactly. And if somebody was to step up with a deep pocket somewhere and say, yeah, I'm ready to jump into this thing, it gives me, right now you have roughly 8 months to get a team going. Roughly, really.
Chatham Kent did it.
Chatham Kent was on the board before then, but you have the Kitcheners, you have the Brantfords and everything else. They didn't have a lot of not a big enough window to start it with, anyways.
Yeah.
So at least they have to hit the ground running with 8 months and everything else. But still, you gotta secure permits. You gotta book diamonds. You gotta do other things that you gotta find houses for players too. So it's just like, unless you got deep pockets or in real estate or something, it's an upward climb where maybe you have a college in your backyard that during the summer months the residences are free anyways, so you start there.
I can think of a couple of places that would fit that bill.
Yep. And it's just you go from there. I would love to see this thing get to 10.
A couple of places, as a matter of fact, that have OHL teams that I know pretty well.
Yep, exactly. And there's a Diamond and Ajax that needs a lot of seating, so you probably have to rent them in a hurry and then fill them.
That's one of the places I was thinking of.
Or if you go further down south, down the Windsor area and everything else, you're going to be looking at seating. You're going to be looking at, again, housing and whatever else. And
that's the other one I was thinking of.
Yep.
As Tommy Reyes-Cruz, the designated hitter, steps in to open the bottom of the third. There's options, though.
There is options. It's just a matter of finding the right I want to say group. It's not going to be one person. I think a group makes more sense.
That's what I would expect. As Rosado winds and delivers, but you look at the immediate success of the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers.
Yeah.
It's got to lift the tide for people who want to get involved.
It does, and it's a huge testament to what Dom and his team has been able to do in such a very short time period, too.
Absolutely.
Those guys have been working tirelessly for the last 3 years to get this off the ground.
Reyes-Cruz on the ground, and Francisco Hernandez will make the play.
And back to the top of the order for Carlos Dominguez now, who flew out to center field on one pitch to start the contest.
Rosado had faced 8 batters coming into the bottom of the third. Going to the top of the third, Enrique Saldana had faced 7. They've been pretty efficient thus far.
That they have been.
Outside of 1 walk for Rosado,
yep,
and 2 for Saldana.
Yep, they've been living up to the advanced billing.
Dominguez, crack of the bat.
I think that bat's busted now, but I'm not sure.
But Gary Doyle again underneath it to take him. 2 away.
Dominguez mad with himself there. He just gave his bat a tap against his helmet.
Remember what we said earlier about Rosado not getting paid by the hour?
Yeah, exactly.
He's pitching like he's got a dinner plan.
Yep.
Getting a late meal. I got to get out of here.
Yep. I got plans tomorrow.
Maybe it's a brunch reservation.
Maybe. You never know.
Some nice eating in Barrie, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
You don't have to venture too far from the Sadlin Arena either. It's
no.
There's some places right around there. Hello to my friend Colin Jennings, now working with the Ontario Hockey League, the former communications man for the Barrie Colts. Great guy. I was sick in a playoff series between the Bulldogs and the Colts. Colin, being the incredible guy that he is, ran me up a hot tea.
What a guy.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Yeah, that's why the comms guys, they got to be nice to each other.
Oh, exactly.
You got to get along.
Exactly. That's something I would love to do going forward. Just find something to do in the winter months. Because, once baseball season's over, it's like, I'm stuck in the house. I'm stuck in the house.
Now, is that more of a problem for you or Jenny?
Probably me. Jenny has enough stuff to do,
Oh.
She gets her diamond dots going. She gets into shows with the girls and everything else, where she gets reading books and stuff, and I'm just like, I'm upstairs in my office going, what the heck am I going to do for now?
Does she read the book or is she on the audio?
Oh, she usually reads them.
Read the book? Okay.
Yeah. She hates when I start reading because I can read books really fast.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Like I think I think it was one of the Hunger Game books I read in like 45 minutes, and it was another one, a couple of the Blue Jay autobiographies or biographies or whatever. It was one of Bob Elliott's books. We got them and we took them to the cottage, and it was like I was done with like 25 minutes. It was like, okay, that was a great book.
Wow.
Yeah. Sent Bob Elliott a note after that one. It's like, hey, great book. Thanks for the mention. And of course, we're in one of his other books, so it's like, yeah, great book, and it's just great insights as far as the inside stuff on the Blue Jays too. So it's great to see those things and stuff you kind of learn about these guys. And, you know, reporters finally letting some of the, lifting the veil a little bit.
Brandon Nickel takes the walk down to first base. I love the Steve Barrie Cotton Malone series.
Yep.
Took the 14th Colony up to the cottage when I was away there. 440 pages. Yeah, that lasted about a day.
I don't know. It's always been able to read books fast. So it's just, I don't know. Not sure which side of the family I get that from.
I get it from my mom's side.
Yeah.
It was the strange dichotomy in school. Math, forget it.
Mom says it was dad. Okay, thanks, Mom.
There we go.
There we go. Mom's more of the writer, so that's where the creativity side comes from as far as the writing stuff goes.
I got 2 + 2 in school, and that was about it. But when it came to reading, I read at a college level at grade 5, 4,
wow.
5. Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, I did a grade 5 book report on War and Peace.
Why?
I don't know.
Was that the biggest book you could find on the shelf?
I think that was...
Yeah, it was the teachers like going, yeah, I'm going to stump this kid. Here you go. Takes out your leg in the process,
well,
but yeah.
They thought my dad did it.
Yeah.
Rosado delivers and Duncan skies it. It's not going to have enough as into left field, and Rosado continues this duel with Enrique Saldana. We're through 3 full, no score on the board. You're watching Hamilton Cardinals Friday Night Baseball on Cable 14.
Oh, hey. Wait, what was the question?
Let me guess. 1 driving high combo, extra baked?
No. Could I get a burger with a side of fries?
Think you're a better driver when you're high? Think again. Smoking weed affects reaction time and concentration. A message from Mad Canada.
Welcome back to Hamilton Cardinals Friday Night Baseball here on Cable 14. Do not adjust your television sets. It's not even an hour after first pitch, and we enter the top of the 4th inning because Enrique Saldana and Cesar Rosado are on fire.
Both guys are dealing, that's for sure. And, of course, they're 1 of 4 games in the Intercounty this evening. Welland and Brantford are no score. Kitchener's got an early lead on London, down at London Labatt Park, 1-0. Guelph Royals in front of the Toronto Maple Leafs 1-0 at Dominico Field as well. Just don't know what the innings it is because looks like point streak froze on me here. Which is not good.
Let's see. What have I got here? Yeah, no, I think I'm with you.
Yeah. It froze.
All right. Well, these things happen.
They happen.
As Nolan McAbrota will step in to start the top of the 4th.
So if any of our friends watching out in TV land want to update us, by all means, you know the process, you know the drill. Jump onto the DMs like you always do.
Just text,
yep,
message, something.
Smoke signals, whatever works.
Anything.
Yep.
Saldana delivers just outside.
My Morse code is a little rusty, though, so.
Yeah, you start getting past beep, beep, beep. And
yeah, it's like, what? No. Macabrota 0 for 1 in the contest, grounded at 1-3 his last time up.
He had that rocket that Saldana made a great stab on, and that was a beautiful breaking ball. The sweep on the curve. Wow.
Yep.
I mean, that started out middle of the opposite batter's box and dove back in. Macabrota fouls that one back. 1-2.
Gentleman walking in front of the screen, didn't even miss a beat, didn't bother moving with his beers out there.
Can't afford any fast movement.
No,
There's
exactly.
no lid on those.
Yeah, I'm surprised there's no lids on those. But yeah, I guess it's beer, so that's probably why there's no lids.
Got to be careful.
Yep.
Saldana delivers, and that one runs high. And you can hear the "We Want Beer" chant as Nolan Macabrota is the Lager Shed beer batter.
That he is. It was actually done on the wheel this time, folks. So we have confirmation from Josh Bain, so it wasn't just picked at, because it was Macabrota. Contrary to what Jeremy Veilleux seems to think every time Brantford comes here.
Talk about giving Saldana a bit of a project to try to accomplish. 3-2 now the count as Macabrota looked at 2 high fastballs.
Well, we're not going to reserve comment on Macabrota's at-bats in this ballpark because they're well documented. And we'll leave it at that.
Saldana, the breaking ball, not going to make it back across, and Macabrota works the walk.
Works the walk, yes. He does strike out a lot here. We'll leave it at that now. He's on his way to first. He was patient enough to take a walk here. And we don't want to change the flow and ebbs and flows of what he's been doing here. Feel free to hit any other ballpark you want, Nolan. Just not here. Okay? Just not here.
Tristan Clark, who has the only hit that Saldana has surrendered.
Yep, that was a single in the second inning.
He'll deliver, and that did not come out of his hand the way he wanted it. It started outside and it never broke back, so Clark hit by the pitch, and with nobody out, it's 2 on.
And Clayton Keys now, who flew out to center field with the batter now.
So if you're the Cardinals, defense going to be at a premium here. Saldana cruising through 3. Most batters he'd faced in an inning was 5. That was in the 3rd inning. And he'll get a first pitch strike on Keys as he ran him inside. And Clayton Keys, who we know can get a little hot under the collar.
That he can.
Having a discussion with the home plate umpire about placement. Nobody will ever say that Clayton Keys is not an ultimate competitor.
No, that you won't.
Saldana with the look into Young. Takes a look back at Macabrota off second. Ran it low, couldn't get Keys to swing over. 1-1.
Saldana would love a ground ball here, that's for sure.
It would relieve some serious stress if he could get it. Happened the last time he had 2 on. Ground ball over to Salazzo, took the 5 unassisted to record it out. Keys flares foul. Kakados charging. He's not going to have the space.
No.
1-2.
That one just kept tailing away.
Valiant effort from the Cardinals' first baseman. And with a bit of humidity in the air tonight, he might need a bit of oxygen after the half inning is over.
Yep. I don't know if he gave himself a stitch there. He's got his hand behind his back a little bit. Was like, may have just been adjusting the batting gloves or something in the back pocket.
1-2 the count. Saldana delivers.
We got a fan with a Fernando Rodney Washington Nationals jersey in there right now.
Oh, nice.
I'm like, wow.
Nice.
Where'd you dig that one out of? Like, that's great.
It's like something my brother would have, the diehard Nationals fan.
Well, in all the All-Star game, we had something with the Diamondbacks jersey and a couple with the Tigers ones.
Those are the ones you expect to see is the Tigers jerseys. 2-2 is the count.
We definitely got to get a sit-down with Mr. Rodney before time we runs out here.
That would be tremendous as this one driven into right. Dominguez has it. He's up throwing. Ball to third. Salazzo there. Macabrota's going to slide in safe. As Keys will move the runner along, but the throw from Dominguez was a good one.
Just a little bit off the bag there, but it was a great throw.
And Salazzo had a long look over where Tristan Clark was sneaking off of first.
Yeah. If Nico was closer to first, they probably would have thrown over and would have got Clark at first with ease on that one.
Great throw from Dominguez. Runners on first and third for Noah Hull with one away. Ground ball to Nickel or Brown ends a lot of problems for Saldana here.
Is that the Barrie bench we're hearing?
I'm not sure, but we are getting it hot.
Yeah. I know our bench is not usually that vocal, so it's got to be the Barrie bench.
Saldana will have to look into Young on the 1-0.
Not to say they're not vocal, but usually they're a lot more English.
Yeah, I did notice what we were hearing is certainly not English.
Yeah.
It's 1-1 the count. Saldana with a real nice pitch to get hold of swing over it. I'm not sure where that microphone is that we're picking up, but
yeah.
We're getting a lot of it.
Well, it might be down the side here on the mobile. So maybe it is our bench.
Hall on the ground. That came off the foot of Clark.
Yep. Runner has to go back to third. Batter is out. The runner's got to go back to first. Or actually, no, sorry.
Clark is out.
Clark is out. And the batter stops at first. Give him a single on it. And Clark has retired on the 4 unassisted. That's if my baseball knowledge is somewhat accurate.
So that's 2 away. Been a while since I've seen that one.
Doesn't happen too often, but it's happened. I think that's the 3rd time in the league this year.
Well, I feel for Tristan Clark too, because he was just trying to get out of the way.
Yep. Just took a weird skip at him.
Saldana delivers. Strike 1.
On Tyler Plumpton.
Saldana 0-1 to Plumpton, ran it inside on him. Looks like that breaking ball that Saldana's trying inside back across just isn't breaking the way he wants it.
I don't know if it's a release point or just something on the grip he's having problems with right now.
Saldana the long look into Young. Delivers. Plumpton back up the middle. Nickel backs off. Quick toss to Brown. And just like that, out of the threat is Saldana. Still nobody across on the 6-4 putout.
Mischief managed in that inning. Saldana works his way out of it with his wizardry, and there we go.
So that'll bring Cesar Rosado back out.
That it will.
And Rosado, who's been cruising along in this ball game.
So we do have a scoreboard update thanks to my phone. I guess it must be the mobile, it must be the internet in the ballpark. So Guelph Royals are up 6-0 now. Kitchener's up 3-1 on the London Majors. So if you're a Cardinals fan, you hope that lead holds for the Panthers so we can gain a little more ground and try to nudge your way up the standings a little bit.
As Rosado Currently throwing to old friend Andrew Johnston, who's waiting on Tyler Plumpton.
Yep. I wonder if it was Rosado just asking, hey, can I get Plumpton? I just feel more comfortable back there with him behind the plate. Because, you know, sometimes it's just a pitcher's prerogative in some of these games when it comes to the starting pitchers wanting, hey, I like this guy behind the plate more. And that's not a shot against Johnson or anything else because he originally was in the lineup. But when the Willie Garcia shuffle had to come into a place as well, it was just like, okay, let's go from there. So Rosado will continue his warm-ups here as we're getting some adjustments made to the audio, so hopefully we don't lose you guys halfway through here.
No, I think our producer Brendan Nicolo was able to
there we go.
Find that mic that was giving us a ton of field sound in our heads.
I was just like, I'm hearing voices, I'm not sure where. I'm not Joan of Arc.
It was a very technical process to figure it out, boys.
Didn't see that one coming.
No, I didn't see that one coming. Sorry, that was a bad reference, but still.
Nico Kakados will step in.
I go with what I got, okay?
No, I like it. That was a good one.
So, yes, I was a history buff in high school.
Same. I wrote my graduating paper on the importance of the 72 Summit Series to the Cold War.
Wow. That was... your history teacher must have been really impressed with that one.
I was stretching hard on that one.
Yeah.
She actually kind of dared me to do it.
Wow, okay.
I said, I think I can make it work.
Yep.
Got a 99 on that as Rosado delivers. And
I guess, I'm thinking from Sam O'Coin getting a little bit of a chiming in a little bit on why the last-minute selection to Johnston and everything else. It was Rosado's choice, really. He felt comfortable with him, but he has caught Rosado in the past, but he wanted Plunkton behind the plate tonight.
Rosado delivers that one running outside.
Thank you so much, Sam. The check's in the mail. See you in a couple of weeks in Barrie.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, I think we're up there when you guys – I think when the Cardinals are up there next, actually, on the 18th of August or something, the last Saturday game of the year, I think.
As I'm starting to prepare for training camp.
Yes. They asked way back in February, hey, can you do these 2 dates? I'm like, yeah, sure. No problems. Little road trip.
I like the whole area up in Barrie is long distance fly out from Kakados.
I got a shout out to folks in Nova Scotia as well, because my cousin Crystal's tuned in as well. So there we go. The whole family is watching the baseball games from all across the Canada right now.
We're everywhere.
Yeah, we're everywhere.
Well, I know before Jono's mentioned to us that we've got viewers in New Zealand and
we've got somebody watching us on YouTube, like on the replays, the highlights, from Scotland.
That could be family.
Yeah. It was like here we are, lo and behold, watching the Hamilton Cardinals from Scotland.
There is a Duthie Park in Edinburgh.
Well, that explains it.
Is it named after my family? I have no idea, but I know it's there.
Just go with it. Tell everybody it is. They'll never know.
Prove it.
Yeah, prove it. Let's go. Yeah, here we go. Here's the paper. And no, we didn't get ChatGPT to make that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just you can look it up on Google Maps. It's there.
It's there.
Nobody seems to have the history on it, though. I've looked it up, and I can't figure out why, or if there's any sort of. I asked my grandfather once before he passed, and
he didn't know.
No, he had no idea.
He's like, really? Oh, cool.
Yeah. Well, I think we had family there. Yeah, no kidding. Our last name's Duthie.
Yeah,
Scott.
Yeah, you got to go that way.
That's 1 and 2 the count. Rosado setting for the look into Plumpton. As this has turned into a real pitcher's duel between Rosado and Saldana. And Pena gets underneath that. He'll push it into left field. It's not going to have enough as Clark is underneath.
Guys are going to hit them more on the line tonight, but unfortunately just getting way too underneath it so far. Through into the 3 2/3 now anyways. Against Rosado.
John Salazzo steps in. Can the conductor change the fortunes? If anyone can, he would be at the top of that list.
And he could.
That classic batting stance.
Just needs a liner over the fence.
That's just an intimidating look.
Yeah.
with the black jersey, that swing.
Yep.
The beard to match.
Yep.
The motion of the bat, a little Gary Sheffield-esque. Who I loved until he got to the Yankees, then hated while he was with the Yankees.
Yeah, I think that changed. There was a love-hate relationship with a lot of guys that went to the Yankees after that, too, you know. Even Johnny Damon. I was like, what are you doing, Johnny? Why, Johnny? Can't you just make less money and stay where you were? Sorry, that's a bad one.
He's my favorite player.
I did not know that, but now I do. Now I really feel bad for bringing that one up. Sorry.
That one hurt. That one hurt. I mean, if he'd gone to, San Diego or something, all right, sure.
God, all the best to you. But why Yankees?
Yep. Salazzo swings through, and Rosado keeps on rolling. Saldana's rolling. These two teams just going back and forth as we're through 4 full. And, Neil, there's nothing across.
Whole bunch of zeros, that's for sure. And we got the kids coming out with hula hoops now, so you got some sort of rodeo action going on?
There we go, Holly. As we'll send it down to field level where Emily Thompson has a set for something going on down at field.
Hello to all my friends watching on C14. Thank you so much for supporting the Cards. We love having your support. We can't wait to get you right here at Barrie Arbor tonight. As you can see by my getup, it is country night. So we're bringing the yeehaw to Barrie Arbor. I am here with the Dundas Tigers. We are getting ready to lasso your partners. So hey, fans watching at home, come and watch. All right, my friends, you ready to rock? You know how this works. When I say go, hula hoop on, you gotta spin and lasso your partner. On your marks, get set, hula hoop, let's go! 1, 2, 3, okay, let's go! Lasso your partner! Oh my goodness, no, run to me on the finish line! Way to go, Green Hula Hoop, that was awesome! Hey, everybody did a great job at bringing country to Barrie Arbor. We can't see you, we'll be right back here at Barrie Arbor on Sunday. Go Cards, go!
Well, the kids are always having a great time here at Barrie Arbor Stadium, and another incredible crowd. The grandstands in front of us sold out, left field packed, right field. The fans from Barrie have made their way in. And Neil, we've talked about it time and again, but the job that's been done by this Cardinals staff to pack this park.
No question. Like, you used to come here on your Friday night or whatever else. You wouldn't see too many people. You could pretty much name them by names as far as everything else, but that was 4 years ago. Now you come here and it's like you look up and it's just like, wow, they're still coming in and it's still filling in. It's just a great sight to see here. So, it taps off to everything. Look at this. Look at the grandstand down below us even. And
there's
down
the
there.
silver stands.
Yep.
Stacked up there as well. As we begin the top of the 5th inning with Adam Odd.
If you haven't been to a game, folks, you're definitely doing yourself a disservice. Come hang out and bring the family out. Friday nights are better just because it's a little cooler. Sundays are a little warm here, but yes, if you bring an umbrella and you hang out in the stands and everything else, just stay hydrated.
Case in point, we got a beautiful breeze coming into the booth now.
Yep.
That's why Friday night baseball is the best. Get that sunset at Barrie Arbor Stadium, the lights come on, the breeze blows through.
Yep.
And we've had some wild finishes on Friday nights.
That we have.
Odd working a 2-0 count, sees that one for a strike. And
the newlywed.
That's right.
Yeah, well, it was hilarious. They were at Rio's bachelor party the one weekend, and of course, then they were. I think we were somewhere else, and they were messaging me from Odd's bachelor party. And I was just like, "Are you kidding me?" And then, of course, he got married and he had his honeymoon, so he's now back in the lineup. Congratulations to Adam and his lovely bride.
Was it Ryan Rio's bachelor party or Adam Odd's bachelor party where Ryan Rio messaged you?
It was Rio's.
It was his, where he wanted to come on the broadcast.
He wanted to come on the broadcast and
by phone.
It's like, we don't send out invites like that. I'm sorry, it's not a call-in show. It could be some point down the road if Jono gets his way, but you never know. Just don't give Jono the ideas, because then it's going to be a call-in show halfway through.
I don't know. That sounded like it could have been a lot of fun.
It would have been fun.
Odd bounces this one on the ground. Salazzo charging hard, scoops it. Not going to be in time. Odd legs it out.
An infield single for Mr. Odd. He was mashing the baseball in batting practice. Like, it was loud.
Yeah. Yeah, we thought he was breaking bats down there.
Yeah. They lead off the 5th inning with a single here, and back to the top of the order for Noel Gary Doyle now, who's 0 for 1 in the contest, flew to left field, and then walked in the 3rd, but got stranded at second base.
And we will see what Enrique Saldana has up his sleeve here. So Saldana's faced runners on, but he's been able to navigate it to this point.
Yeah.
There's some movement down in the Cardinals bullpen, but nothing too serious.
No, exactly, and it's just, it's 4-4 too, so Saldana's on the hill, and maybe they're hoping they probably get 6 or 7 out of him, hopefully. Give somebody a night off here, but if push comes to shove, I'm sure somebody will get ready in a hurry.
Gadzik, Soroski,
Hospital,
and Rodney were all used last night.
Yeah. And just a great job by all 4 of those guys last night, doing what they had to do in their roles.
Yeah.
Soroski went 1 in the 3rd, got the out he needed to, and then gave way to Gadzik. And Gadzik looked like he was getting out of that inning unscathed, but unfortunately,
Gary Doyle back up the middle. Brown
almost got it.
Yeah, he was able to knock that ball down, but not able to turn anything out of it. Kept it, though, from potentially being a little bit more for Odd.
Yep.
And the single from Gary Doyle will move him along.
Back-to-back hits, and now Brandon Hernandez will be the batter. He's 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice his last time up.
Would have been a tough play for Brown, moving hard to his right.
If he catches it, he's going to flip the second. That's all he's going to probably get, because you're not going to get Noel going down the line.
Yeah, no, they had no chance to double that up the way it was hit. Might have been able to get Odd had it been clean to the glove, but
yeah.
I think Brown really did a nice job, Neil, just to keep that in front of him. And Hernandez essentially looking for a bunt that came back and caught Russell Young, I think, on the inside of the leg.
Well, Brian Rito is still on this team very much in spirit, but also on the field. His bat was used by Noel Gary Doyle in the last at bat. His torpedo bat. There you go.
What does Ryan Rio need a torpedo?
I don't know. He already swings it. Looks like a toothpick when he swings as it is. Come on. Don't give him a Fred Flintstone club now. Come on, it's just not fair.
I mean, the guy can absolutely launch the base.
We've seen it here too many times.
I don't think it matters what he's got in his hands.
Nope.
He can send that thing out of
he
here.
uses bare hands and put it out.
Yeah. If he swats it, it's gone.
Yep. Love you, Ryan. Now you're listening at home. Or he might be down on the bench. I'm not sure.
He is one of a kind. As the bunt attempt is going to run foul, and that's likely going to take the bunt off the board for Brandon Hernandez in an 0-2 spot. I mean, you could try, but it's not well advised.
No. The odds are not in your favor when it's 2 strikes.
No.
Unless you were like the most insane bunter who knows how to put everything down and like pull cue shot or something. Like, I don't advise it. Don't give away outs here.
No, especially not in a game like this. Top of the 5th inning, and we've never seen a runner, I think one runner at third base tonight.
There's definitely something going on with the point streak. Because it's not even working on my phone.
Oh boy. Hernandez over to first. Funny hop. That's going to allow one to come around as Dominguez with the great throw, just barely beating it is Odd, and it's 1-0 for the Baycats off the wacky bounce off the grass.
I think just took an off-ramp bounce over the head of Kakatos at first and into the right field. He had a beat on it, but just took a really high hop. 1-0 Baycats here.
Adam Odd with the run scored, but more so than that, because it took the hop on Kakatos for Dominguez. What a ball by Dominguez back into Young. Just Odd had the speed coming around third, but it puts Hernandez
at second base.
At second, and Gary Doyle up to third with nobody out.
Now the Cardinals will have to bring the infield in here just to get the outs, keep the ball in front of them.
There's a couple of unfortunate bounces in the infield. And Saldana brought that one in low. One man is warming now. I believe it's Connor Corey in the Cardinals bullpen.
What a great interview during the All-Star game with him.
He was having fun. Francisco Hernandez sends this one into left field. Pena's going to come up throwing, but it's going to bring two more in, and now the ball's going to get away. Oh, wait a minute. Is Francisco Hernandez all right?
He's been battling some injuries in that lower half there all season long, and that's pretty much why he was sidelined for as long as he was.
Hernandez, I thought, was going to take right off as that ball got away from Kakatos, but he stayed glued to that first base bag. He gets the 2 RBI single, though, and it's now 3-0.
And Josh Mountain was coming out to have a conversation with the man at first base here.
Oh, no, you don't want to see this.
No. Yeah, he's pretty much trying to walk it off, but I think he's also just trying to his health more important than this right now. And you're going to have a mound visit as well. He's trying to walk it off, trying to stay in this ball game, but I think they're just going through options as far as who can play second base right now.
Well, he did the job, getting the 2 RBIs on that single.
Cardinals just unfortunately getting some bad bounces against him in this inning.
And you can see Connor Corey is down in the Cardinals bullpen getting loose. Now, a tough go for Enrique Saldana as well. Ball back up the middle. Jaden Brown's able to get a glove on it, but hard hop. He has to knock it down, keep it in front of him. They don't get it out there.
Yep.
Then over at first, what looked like it could have at least been 1, if not 2, hops over the head of Nico Kakatos. And suddenly, if you're Enrique Saldana, you're looking at a 3-0 deficit.
Yep.
Like, not a lot he can do in that spot.
Looks like he's going to try to stay in the game.
Now you wonder if... You wonder if this is going to be a bit touch and go with Hernandez.
Yeah, I would think he's probably, I think he wants to stay in as he wants to run across the bases here, but I wouldn't be surprised if somebody else takes second base after this half inning.
You don't want to see anything bad happen.
You don't want him to re-aggravate something that's already been aggravated once this year either.
Especially in the stretch run of the season here. Baycats have had a tough enough time with injuries.
Yeah.
They don't need a reoccurrence for Francisco Hernandez, who's just been brilliant. Macabrota trying to lay down a bunt. Scoot back to the backstop, 0-1.
Big smile on his face as he's walking back to the bench. Salazzo yelling at him from third. Stop making me work here. We're giving you the whole left side. And good on Macabrota for realizing he's got that shift on.
Yeah.
Got to try it.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? As Macabrota swings that one foul, 0-2. Can Enrique Saldana get the first out of the inning here?
Definitely help his confidence, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't think Francisco's been running too fast anywhere.
Oh, Russell Young.
Couldn't hold on to it.
He dropped that tip back on the third strike.
And the fans will weep a little quieter here. Into their no beers in their hands so far.
Macabrota got just enough to get that in and out of the hands of the Cardinals catcher.
Yep. He's apparently one of the more funny guys on this lineup, too. So it doesn't strike me as one of those guys that would just be busting jokes or anything. But again, it's probably just a quiet, silent type that probably just pulls them off the silent but deadly ones.
Exactly. Well, he has that kind of stoic appearance at first base.
Yeah. Definitely have to get him down for a sit down sometime soon.
Going with the, what was that, 3 buttons undone at the top of the jersey. And Macabrota will lift this into right center field all the way back to the fence. Dominguez over for it, and that's going to move the runners up to second and third on the double from Nolan Macabrota. And, well, there's a little character from second base.
Yep. And Salazzo having a conversation with Hernandez at third, just making sure he's okay.
And Enrique Saldana having a bit of a nightmarish inning. And I think his evening is going to come to a close here.
Yeah.
With Connor Corey finishing up his warm-up. This really isn't the fault of Saldana.
No, it isn't. It's
bad bounces, and then he gets McEnroe 0-2, and he's able to lift one into right center field.
Yep. And that's just the character of these Baycats, finding a way to score runs when, albeit some unconventional ways here.
So Saldana gets through 4 innings. 3 runs come across the board. He is responsible for the 2 runners on base. As Connor Corey will step in.
Yeah. Now getting back to the interview we had with Alec and Reese down the line, it was just hilarious to listen to. I think I've watched it 3 times. Showed the people who work at it too, just because again it was just something you didn't expect out of Connor. But it sounds like he's just a fun guy to be around.
Well, I believe that is now with that walk-in music, the notorious Connor Corey.
Yes, the notorious, yes.
As he walks into the Conor McGregor theme. Remember McGregor Mania?
Yep.
Wow. Mystic Mac when he was predicting knockouts and with what hand he would use. That was some of the most fun I've had as a combat sports fan.
Yep. Our cameraman's right on top of it. Might want to back up just a little bit in case he has a little back kick. There we go.
It's the Manitoba product. Can he get the Cardinals out of what's been a somewhat odd inning?
Yeah.
A few times it looks like that they should have had a couple outs on the board and
just unfortunately not gone our way so far in this inning.
Come away empty, and credit to the Baycats who have just done a really solid job in making it count.
Yep.
Single for Odd, single for McGarry Doyle, double for Brandon Hernandez, single for Francisco Hernandez. There's your RBIs, 1 for Brandon, 2 for Francisco, and then the double for McEnroe on an 0-2.
Yeah.
And that'll bring Tristan Clark back in.
Clark's got a single. He's also been hit by a pitch so far.
And I believe it's Chris Boato who's going to take the next warm-ups in the Cardinals' pen.
Infield coming in now against Clark.
And Corey delivers high, ball 1. Well, if you're the Cardinals, you know what you got to do in the bottom of this inning. You've got to find a way to get to Cesar Rosado.
Yep. Well, he's been sitting down for a long time, too, so no one knows.
Corey delivers. Clark flares foul. 1-1.
Somebody mentioned something about a brisk pace we were on earlier, so I don't know who did that. Yeah.
I should know better.
Yeah, it happens. I'm just glad there's no broadcaster kangaroo court because it'd be expensive.
Yes, it would. Clark on the ground. Salazzo up with the ball. They'll trade the run for the out. As Salazzo makes the play over to Kakatos. 1 away.
1 away. Give Clark the RBI on the ground at 5-3. McEnroe stays at second base, and that's just the first out of the inning.
Clayton Keys steps in. Big out here for the Cardinals. If they can get out of this without surrendering anything further, they leave themselves with plenty of time in the ballgame. And Corey gets Keys to swing through. That's the key, Neil. You give up 4 in the inning. Just don't let it get too far away from you.
Exactly. Yeah, just shut them down here and then go back on the sticks, get one back or so. just get back into the ball game.
Keys flares this into right field. Dominguez charges.
He makes the catch.
I think he dropped it.
Oh, okay. No catch. Foul ball.
Now, you could argue what the better outcome is there.
Yeah.
Because he was so far into the right field foul territory that Macabrota would have had third base.
Easily. And if it's the throw and everything else, I don't even think he gets a chance. If Macabrota really was really aggressive on the base paths, he's rounding third, heading home, saying, go ahead, try to throw me out from out there.
Yeah, because he's almost
right
in that. Yeah, he was pretty much to the bench in the Barrie dugout. Or in the Barrie bullpen, pardon me. That would have been a real hard turn for Dominguez had Macabrota decided, yeah, I'm going to take a shot at it. Keys up the middle. Jaden Brown. Oh, came off the heel of the glove. Brown hops up in shallow right, and we continue on with Macabrota to third.
It's the shades of that Welland game all over again in that fifth inning. There's nothing going right so far for the Cardinals this inning.
Looked like it was going to be an easy play there for Brown and skipped up off of him. Might have picked his head up before he secured the baseball. And that'll bring Noah Hull back in. And Connor Corey runs that inside. Russell Young dives out to get a hold of it. Second time in this inning that Jaden Brown's had his glove somewhat betray him. First one wasn't as bad. That one, he'd want that one back. That's Corey over the plate, 1-1 to Hull. You got to think Jaden Brown wants one on the ground back to him to make up for it.
Exactly.
Turn a double here.
I think he was just trying to throw the baseball before he had it in his glove, unfortunately, on that one, too.
Hull, Corey stabs it down to second for one, to first, not in time, and Macabrota will come across.
Looks like Hull's going to just taking off his arm, his leg brace there. Another one comes in, and it's now 5-0 for the Baycats as Hull beats out that fielder's choice. Bring home another run.
Connor Corey was being certain with that ball to second, but that time, it just took a beat too long. Tyler Plumpton fouls it off. Just didn't leave Brandon Nickel enough time to be able to turn that quick back over to first base.
Yep.
Give credit to Noah Hull, who sped out of the batter's box to get there.
That he did.
Plumpton is the 9th batter of the inning for the Baycats. That's better than half of what they sent to the plate in the first 4 innings combined.
For the viewers tuning in at home wondering if point streak is working all over the place, it is down, but apparently league-wide here, so unfortunately we'll have the out-of-town scoreboard unless viewers are kind enough to message us with the scores from wherever else they're watching it.
We're working without a net here, folks.
No.
1-2 the count to Plumpton. Connor Corey within a strike of getting the bat back into the hands of the Cardinals. Ran that one inside on Plumpton, 2-2. And it's a great point you made earlier, Neil. Cesar Rosado's been sat down a while here.
Yep.
Going on a half an hour.
Obviously, he'll go back out to finish the 5th inning, so if it qualifies for the win, if anything. But after that, you wouldn't be surprised to see the Baycats go to the bullpen.
Plumpton will lift this into center. Duncan on the run. He'll make the play to end the top of 5. Baycats, though, come across 5 times in the inning, and a bit of an odd one. It was the classic death by 1,000 cuts if you're the Cardinals. A single here, a double there, a misplay here, a bad bounce there, and suddenly you got to get 5 back.
You got to get 5 back. You don't have to get it all back in one inning, but if you want to, by all means, it's entertaining. And nothing uncommon for the Cardinals, but yes, Cesar Rosado will probably have a lot to say about that in this next half inning.
And you wonder if at some point you might see some of the members of that bench for the Cardinals step in down the stretch.
Yep.
You know, there's Josh Williams was not in the starting group tonight.
There, you just saw him on the screen, actually.
Tanner Rempel was not in the starting group tonight. Jomer Hernandez was not in that group tonight. You wonder if you may see some of those guys make an appearance when you need the bats to come in.
Yep. I see Freya Sadamas going down to first base to coach.
Why not?
Yep.
Adam Ott is moved over to second base. So Francisco Hernandez, as you believe, Neil, is coming out of this ball game. It looks like, it appears that's Noah Hull headed over for third. So we're going to have a new right fielder, which I believe is Clayton Keys.
So the DH is in the ball game then. If it's 43, he's in the ball game. Or 30.
No, I stand corrected.
It's number 2 out in right field now. But Ott did go to second base, which makes sense. And Hall went to third.
Nino Spencer Thompson steps into the ball game in right field.
Sam O'Coin jumping in to help us out with the scores, doing the YouTube surfing for us. Brantford and Welland are tied 1-1 in the bottom of the second inning. Guelph's got a 6-2 lead over the Toronto Maple Leafs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Thank you so much, Sam.
Much appreciated.
As you know, you get to the time of the year when scoreboard watching becomes very imperative, and that's one of those nights tonight.
Jaden Brown flares one into right, and right away, Spencer Thompson comes up with a snag. Welcome to the ball game.
And Kitchener up 4-2 over the London Majors in the bottom of the 5th inning, down in London.
Stepping up on the plate, catcher number 34, Russell.
Russell Young's going to step in. Just doing some of the
changes.
Yep.
Young is 0 for 1 with a fly out to the, or pop up to the first baseman. Down the line. Takes ball 1 low and outside to start his at bat against Rosado. 5-0 Baycats here in the home half of the 5th inning.
So I think, Neil, I could be mistaken, but I believe we're going to see the lineup in terms of the batting order stay exactly as it is, except for Spencer Thompson in for Hernandez.
It's Antonio Spencer Thompson. He's a junior player. Sam's just filling me in here. And he's apparently really fast, which is not surprising. He just showed off that speed in right field.
Otto delivers, and this one back up the middle from Young. And the Young backstop has a single.
First base hit of the evening for the Cardinals here in the 5th inning.
Stepping up to the plate, designated hitter number 25, Tommy
Reyes Cruz will step in. Rosado had issued 2 walks to this point, but that was about it. And can the Cardinals get a little production from the bottom of the lineup here?
That would be nice. They've definitely doing their job on most nights. Some nights it's been actually been carrying the load to the top.
As Rosado delivers, and that's outside 1-0. Despite the long sit down for Rosado, there is no action in that Barrie bullpen. Nobody's even thought about getting.
No, they're all just sitting down there relaxing, throwing sunflower seeds at each other or whatever they're doing down there.
So for now, this is.
It's Rosado's.
It's Rosado's ball game as long as he wants it.
Yep.
He'll get that outside edge, 1-1.
Of course, the Baycats played last night. They played on Tuesday, so yeah, their bullpen might be a little stretched, especially when they got blown out on Tuesday night.
And judging by the look of Connor Corey headed down towards the bullpen. I think Chris Boato is going to come in to the top of the 6th.
Corey looks like he went down to get his glove, his cleats, whatever else was down there.
Reyes Cruz flares this into left field, turning foul, and not going to have enough space there. Tristan Clark, who gave it one heck of an effort.
That he did. Tried to get to it. And getting a couple of chuckles from the outfielders down there too.
He gave it everything he had to get over there.
I think the bullpen gave him a 6.5 on that dive. That Rodney's a tough judge down there, you know.
Tough judge, yep. You got to go a long way to impress Fernando Rodney. He's seen it all. That's a guy who's played with some of the best of all time. With and against.
Yep. Sam O'Coin just gave me a very annotated biography on Mr. Antonio Spencer Thompson.
See, we appreciate the help. We really do.
We do. Helps us stay on track, especially when it's a new guy we don't know who they are.
Oh, Reyes Cruz gets rung up looking on the inside portion of the plate.
2 away now.
And the lineup turns over for Carlos Dominguez, who has had no luck. He's hit the ball hard twice, but both times right to Noel McGarry Doyle.
Yep.
He's got to be wondering what he's got to do to get a hit.
A little less under it, more on the line. That's my only guess.
Rosado looks in and delivers high, 1-0. Fans trying to usher the Cardinals on here. Russell Young over at first, hoping not to be stranded. As Rosado winds and delivers, and that one inside, 2-0. Dominguez, the former farmhand of the New York Mets. Little known fact, even if you drag the World Series trophy through the Yankee Stadium parking lot, they will not fire you to become the head scout of the New York Mets.
Wow. Okay.
George Costanza.
George Costanza. All right. There you go.
Also works if you're streaking in a bodysuit at Yankee Stadium.
Did you see that George Costanza bobblehead night they're going to have? The Yankees have. They have the whole desk with George sleeping underneath.
Oh, come on.
They do.
Oh, I'm going to pay far too much for those.
Yeah, so am I.
Ah, jeez. All right. Now clear a spot in the booth in Brantford. That one's going in.
Well, if anybody wants to get Reed a Christmas gift, there's a perfect one.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yep.
I'm a sucker for bobbleheads. I love bobbleheads.
I have a few at home.
Dominguez works a 4-pitch walk.
Mostly Blue Jays, but apparently we have a Davey Mendez one coming to us somehow.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, so yeah, you know. I'll have to go in the studio office right beside the beer cans now that are quietly accumulating too. I did not drink them. Somebody else did. Thank you to the Kimball family for taking care of that in Chatham-Kent for us, and some folks in Welland for taking care of those ones at the pond water too. So that was okay.
I've heard really good things about the pond water.
That's what they all say. Anyways, they had zero hesitation to give up the can. They just wanted the beer.
Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, that's fair.
Fair trade.
Yeah. Rosado with the Southern Arkansas superstar Brandon Nickel, and he starts him out with an inside edge strike. Now, the Bulldogs have done some pretty nice ones that I've got in the office over the years. The Robbie Thomas holding the Robertson Cup. We had the series of them with Isaac Nurse and Arthur Kaliev and Mackenzie Entwistle.
Yeah.
Mason McTavish after the 2022 championship in the stealth jersey. Florian Jacki, the first goal in Brantford Bulldogs history with the pose. Every time it comes up, and what do we want to do for a promotional giveaway? Bobblehead.
Bobblehead, yep.
I don't always win that fight, but I try.
Try. That's all you can do.
Nickel on the ground. Bouncing ball, but it'll come right on to Adam Odd, who delivers it to first. And the threat ends. Rosado stays clean through 5. The Cardinals work to do. They're down by 5 when we return on Friday Night Baseball on Cable 14.
without like the program, there'd be so many more of us that are like joining gangs and like causing trouble and stuff like that. And like, especially my family, there's a lot of that which happens. And so it was like, kind of like if I wasn't here, like we all know like what would be happening right now. And so like I'd say thank you for keeping it open, because it gives like kids who have like issues at home and stuff an outlet and a place to be where they feel comfortable and safe.
Welcome back to Hamilton Cardinals Friday Night Baseball here on Cable 14. Chris Boato enters the ball game for the Cardinals. And Neil, they need a clean inning here. They need Chris Boato to come in, shut the door, and try to get the bats back into the hands. Again, they put runners on base in that bottom of 5. Just haven't been able to push anybody across. It seems like every time they get a little something going, they just can't get it in succession.
Yeah, they just have to string a couple of hits together and hope for some bounces to go their way once in a while here tonight. But everything has gone against them so far in this contest.
It has not worked out to their advantage thus far. But these things happen.
That they do.
And a long way to go yet as we turn to the top of the 6th inning. There is going to be the opportunity for the Cardinals to claw their way back into this ball game. They've just got to be ready, willing, and able when that opportunity arises.
Adam Odd's going to lead things off. He's 1 for 1 and win the contest. Also walked, scored a run last inning up. He led off that inning with a single last inning.
Yeah. Started off what was a bad round. Boato winds and delivers. Got Odd swinging through. 0-1. Love Chris Boato's delivery.
Yeah.
There's an old school feel to it with the motion from the legs. Odd back up the middle. Jaden Brown tracking to his right. Has it. Delivers to first. Got him. And Jaden Brown is thinking, why didn't that sit in my glove last inning?
He's wishing it did. As are sort of the Cardinals fans, but 4-3 goes your put out for the first out. Odd retired. And Noel McGarry-Doyle will bat for the 4th time tonight. He's got a single, a walk, and flown out to the left field in the contest, and a run scored. But yes, Boato going in a 1-2-3 inning would be exactly what they got. The team orders here. As we have a Julius Hearn sighting in the press box. Well, sort of sighting. He's just changing his batteries.
Julius along for the ride with the Baycats. That does a great job covering the Barrie Baycats.
Hey, dudes.
Did a great job for us at the All-Star game as well. One of the really good guys around the league, and he is working hard tonight. Check out the sweat.
Well, exactly. He hasn't stopped since he got here. Even when he came in to charge his batteries, he was passing on information.
We talk about the IBL, the quality of the players, the quality of the broadcast around the league.
Oh, it's so great to see these guys. And
Baycats, incredible. We had the Welland guys here. They do a great job. I mean, every team around the league is stepping up consistently.
Yep.
I like to think we do an okay job around here.
We do all right.
You and I do all right. The crew does a great job. You and I are all right.
Yeah, they make us look good or sound
Whoa,
good.
that hit the cab of the truck, didn't it?
Yeah, that's another dent on the cab.
Oh, boy. All right. Our producer, Brendan Nicolo, is already on the phone to the insurance company.
Oh, boy.
There's the truck.
Yeah, another dent on the wall.
So that's the back part where everybody is in actually working. I think it hit the roof of the cab of the truck.
Well, as long as it doesn't hit the air conditioner, it'll be fine.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, Brown, another nice stab off the dirt. What a play.
Jaden Brown. Excuse me.
Tough 5th inning. Looks great in the 6th.
Yep. And that's what you got to do when you're an infielder. You might make a mistake and everything else, but hey, you got to go just focus up, get the next one. He's done exactly what he had to do tonight.
Well, and really, it was one that he would really want back. The first one, I still say, it was so tight to the second base bag.
Yeah.
He did a great job to get that ball down and keep it in front of him.
Yeah.
It was just the one he picked his head up on. He's come back and made 2 tremendous plays here in the 6th.
Yep.
And you're right, Neil. Let's shake it off. No time to dwell on it.
Nope.
Let's go. Chris Boado, 0-1 on Hernandez. It's over to Brown again. He's going to make 3 in a row.
There
the
we
hat
go.
trick for Jaden Brown.
Great job, Brownie. A trio of 4 threes ends the inning here in the 6th inning, and a great job by Mr. Boado on the mound to get the Cardinals back on the sticks here in the 6th inning, down by 5.
Yeah, how about that work from Chris Boado? Induced 3 ground balls, really effective. The veteran gets it done.
Yep.
And Luis Bernardo, I'm wondering if Bernardo just gave him the signal. He's going back out for the 7th.
He might have, because nobody else is down in the pen getting loose, that's for sure.
Oh, Boado doing a great job. Speaking of great jobs, we know what our friends at Rawlings can do. Check it out.
My first professional glove, that's the one I remember the most. When I was coming up, even though it wasn't that long ago, having your name on a glove was a big deal.
Always wanted my name on a glove.
Well, we know a guy or a girl or something, and I think the guy's kind of busy. He just became a father recently, so that's probably why he's occupado, but yes.
I know how that goes.
Yes. But if anybody folks from the Rawlings are listening, hey, if Mark McNeil happens to listen to this one later on, you know, I know you're busy with Kitchener and everything else. You're probably pitching tonight, for crying out loud, but yes. Send some guys up here. Send some samples up here. We'll have some fun with it.
Well, I'm probably going to have to get into it because there's been some talk of a potential Bulldogs office ball team getting put together.
Jeez, there you go.
I might have to dust off my cleats after a couple decades in retirement.
Stretch often.
Yes.
Stretch often.
Well, I still skate, so I gotta keep a little limber, but yeah.
Plus, you have small children. You're going to be chasing on your foot very soon anyways that are probably going to follow Dad out to the ball yard.
Well, that wouldn't be so bad because Wyatt is showing some potential as a lefty.
Teaching them well.
And from getting beaned a couple of times already, he can throw a dart. Daddy, catch. Doink.
Oh, okay.
No, hello. All right. I mean, I just got it in the door, buddy. But, you know.
Make sure that Dad's got the glove on next time.
Or at least looking.
Yep.
Tyler Duncan on the ground. Adam Ott at second. He'll be able to gather that in. Duncan made it tight, but not enough. And it's suddenly a 4-3 bonanza.
That it is.
As Nico Kikatos will step in.
First baseman number 10, Nico Kikatos.
Cardinals have had base runners, just the one hit to this point, though.
Yep.
They just haven't been able to stack them as we've seen of late, Neil. You know, base runner in the first, a base runner in the third, a couple in the fifth. We've seen the Cardinals consistently sending long lines, processions to the mound. As it looks like Salcido and Hernandez are headed down to the Cardinals bullpen.
Yep.
As Rosado delivers, Kikatos bounces it over Rosado. Odd. It's like a black hole at second base. 2 away.
All right, which one of those guys have got the magnets in their back pockets now? Everything's going to second base.
That's 5 straight outs in the ball game.
Yep.
6 straight, going back to Brandon Nickel in the bottom of the 5th, that have gone 4-3.
Left fielder number 12, Yoki.
I don't know what the record of that happening consecutively is, but we must be approaching it.
Gotta be close.
As Yoki Pena trying to get something going here for the Cardinals. Still lots of time left in this ball game. We're in the bottom of the 6th, but you know, you start to quickly, you know, in my job in the winter, Neil, you start to hear that clock ticking away inside the helmet.
Yep.
Well, it may not be a clock, but the outs are ticking away inside.
Well, exactly. You look at the zeros on the scoreboard and realize, okay, we're running out of spaces on there.
Yep. As Rosado will wind and deliver. Pena thought about it, didn't want it. 2-0. The other problem for the Cardinals, a couple of the base runners have come with 2 outs, so I mean, 2-out production is great, but waiting to 2 outs is not conducive to offense.
Not usually.
Nice pitch there from Rosado. Turned it back over the plate. 2-1.
Cardinals, of course, 2-1 in shutouts this year. Should this continue, they'll drop to 2-2.
Does that work the same if you say it in baseball as it does in hockey?
I sure hope so.
See, my brother and my father are members of the goalies union.
Yep.
So if I say it during a hockey game, I get in trouble. Doesn't matter for who.
Yeah.
Don't do that to the goalies.
No.
All right. I listen because I don't want to get beamed with a goal stick.
I don't want to get an angry hate mail message from Cesar or something. You ruined my shutout by mentioning it.
As Rosado delivers, and Yolki Pena works a walk.
Tyler Plimpton will have to get in there and chasing the bat boy away because he was trying to get the baseball back, but you never know with Yolki. He might just take off. And I was having a laugh down there, too, because
I think Tyler Plumpton was headed over to that backstop going, hey.
No, don't touch that. It's still live.
Hang on, little fella.
Yep. You get the next one. But a 2-out walk once again.
Our intrepid producer, Brendan Nicolo, delivering cold waters to the crew.
Greatly appreciated.
He's fantastic.
There's something in the air tonight. I'm not sure what it is.
It's dry.
Yeah.
It's humid, but it's dry. Although the humidity has died down with the sun going away, but I know what you mean. It's been an odd weather sequence. Last night, the thunderstorms.
It was loud.
Oh, jeez. I thought the roof of the house was coming down.
Well, that's why I have all the UPSs on the computers and everything else, because halfway through the games and everything else, it was like, okay, we just lost power twice.
Well,
the internet's fine. So's the TV. So's everything else in the office, but everything downstairs, like, we just lost everything down here. I'm like, yeah, sorry.
So to not wake the kids up at night, so then I got the noise-canceling headphones that are Bluetooth. You can connect to the TV.
Yeah.
So we got those on. We're watching, I think she was actually listening to a book. I was watching Shark Week, the Forrest Galante special about the venomous sharks. And by the time I took my headset off, loud crash. It sounded like the world was coming to an end. There's rain pouring down, thunder, lightning, and one lonely cricket sitting outside our living room window. My wife
serenading you.
My wife named him. He was still there at 6 o'clock this morning. My wife named him Jiminy. He's part of the family now.
All right. Does he's got his little matchstick box and everything out there now?
We think so.
Okay.
Yep.
If your kids start quoting and asking where Geppetto is, we're all in trouble.
Well, Wyatt certainly knows there's a cricket. Salazzo did not. Where's Rosado? Oh, Rosado was trying to appeal. There's nobody over there to appeal to.
So, yeah, the guy's behind me. Can't appeal to third.
Got me, too. I'm looking away.
Second base is not going to be able to help you. Neither is the first base umpire because they just don't have a better vantage point.
Nope. First base is looking through Salazzo, and second base can't tell on the plane.
Yep.
That's Rosado with the long look in. He'll wind and deliver. Salazzo swings through, and again, with 2 outs, Rosado able to strand a runner. As we will head on to the top of 7, and as we go there, we need to say thank you to our friends who feed the beast. That is Hamilton Cardinals Friday Night Baseball on Cable 14. You see the sign way out in right field. It's our friends at Little Caesars Pizza. Go visit them down at 280 Queenston Road. That is a wonderful spot to pick up your pizza and, of course, your crazy bread. Get in on that ASAP. And there you get a good look at the sign. Another location at 2273 Rimal Road East. So options above the mountain and below the mountain.
Good to know.
I love Little Caesars. I'm not going to.
They're definitely a late night Friday option. That's for sure.
You know, I get myself in a little bit of trouble because at work, right across the street from the rink in Brantford, there's a Little Caesars on one side and a Boston Pizza on the other. But nobody else has crazy bread.
Nope.
Nobody else has the crazy bread. Nobody else can do the crazy bread. It's like, let's go for pizza. Well, I got to have the crazy bread.
Yep.
As we expected, Chris Boato back in for the top of the 7th. Antonio Spencer Thompson is going to be the man to lead this one off.
Yep, the Bradford, Ontario native.
But if he might consider a leadoff bunt here.
He might. I mean, 5-0. It's just like, it's got wheels, so why not?
Well, if you can move, it's worth the shot.
I guess I messed it up, but there you go.
Antonino.
Oh, sorry. So very sorry, Mr.
Is that Sam that's helping us out?
Yes,
there?
Antonino.
Antonino. All right.
Okay.
Well, that would explain why Josh Batlow wrote his name as Nino on the.
Well, that's what all the players all call him Nino.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, which makes sense.
All right.
I think we'll just refer to him as Nino from now on.
Yeah, Nino, Spencer, well, if that's what Josh Matlow's putting down on the guys, we'll play
go with that. We'll go with that.
Appreciate Sam's help on that.
Yes.
As Chris Boato winds and fight. There it is! Nino down to third baseline. Salazzo up with it to Kakatos. Just barely got it.
Nino's got wheels.
Nino is going to lay down a lot of base hit bunts in this league.
Yep.
Jonathan Salazzo kind of gave him a look on the end of it.
It's like, not in my house, kid.
Don't try me, young buck. Don't try me.
Not in my house.
Hey, I like the idea.
Yep.
Thing is, you got a veteran third baseman who's still got the wheels. There's the big smile on the face of Jonathan Salazzo.
Gotta be kidding me.
Nolan McAbrota will step in.
And the shift is definitely on. I'm fully expecting Nolan to try it again tonight. Just push it down the left field line here.
They're just trying to gas out Salazzo.
Yeah.
As Boato, nice turn on that slider.
Salazzo having a conversation with the third base umpire down there, too.
Boato's slider almost hangs in midair. Not in the bad way over the plate, but it almost stops and then just dives back over the plate. McAbrota just froze, and that's a pretty darn good hitter to have freeze. Boato tried to come back fastball, but it'll run to 2-1. I think the home plate umpire was telling him it was down.
Yep. McAbrota's got a big smile on his face, too.
Boato delivers high, 3-1. Looked like Boato lost his footing as he was headed towards home plate that time.
Probably landed in someone else's landing spot there, and it wasn't a safe landing.
Get a look at Chris Boato from our left field camera. Nolan McAbrota flares that one foul, full count. Who's going to win the battle of wills here? It's Chris Boato, gets him with the swinging strike 3.
And the fans will rejoice here in the 7th inning, which is also the last call. So they're going to want their discounted on their brews. They're going to have to make it down there in a hurry.
Yeah, quick, get down there and cash in.
Yep.
A young girl took off running to the stairs that you are not headed there.
No, you're heading for Freezies.
Yes.
Freezies.
The sugar rush at
yes.
9:35.
Probably realized it was last call for that, too.
Clark skies it. Backing off second is Brown. Dominguez charging, but Brown will come up with it. 2 away.
3 away, actually.
Oh, my fault. Yep, you're right. 3 away on that.
Boato does a great job. 3 up, 3 down, and 2 consecutive innings here in relief for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Chris Boato cruising. Doing a brilliant job. As I believe that's Casey Bouye-Howard who is getting loose in the Cardinals bullpen. And Jaden Brown will lead the Cardinals off. And it's all about, at this point, they got to get base runners.
Yeah, they just got to get base runners with less than 2 outs here and try to make it. Rosado throw a mistake here.
Even if it's small ball, get something going. Yeah. We know this offense can be so very good. As we'll take a look down the way.
Yep.
And judging by the tight face on the back of that jersey,
I think so.
That is Mr. Howard.
Mr. Howard is now getting loose in the bullpen. Class will be in session soon.
See, here's the problem. If I was ever in his school, I'd just be in his room all the time talking sports.
Oh, exactly. You know, higher learning is gone out the window now. It's just, we're here to talk baseball or sports in general.
In high school, my principal was Dave Hutton. And everyone wondered, why are you in the principal's office so often?
Yeah.
He was a CFL referee. So I'm just talking, everybody thinks I'm in trouble all the time. I'm just down there talking sports.
Second baseman number 6, Jaden.
Just a fantastic guy, Mr. Hutton.
Yep.
I think he helped all of us get through our high school years.
Oh, that's nice. I'm sure everybody has one of those, that teacher, that was definitely made those kind of influences on us.
Oh, Pete Matsell, my middle school gym teacher.
Yeah.
He put me on a basketball team because he just thought I had a great personality. Because trust me, I couldn't play basketball. As Jaden Brown looks at ball one off the outside edge.
I'll never forget it. They put my son on the soccer team. I'm going, really? Like, yeah, it's just to get him active and everything else. And that was the year they won the championship. Like, the school had never won the championship in like 25 years or something. They won the championship, so I got a great picture of him hoisting the cup above his head. My son was not the sports athlete by any stretch of the imagination, but I had to make a baseball card out of that or something, a sports card out of it. And it's now on the wall at home.
You got to have room guys.
Yep.
That's the whole thing. You got to have room guys.
Mind you, when he was on the field, he tried to shot away from the soccer ball and everything else. But he was on the field.
I know some people that have done that. It's over the plate, 2-1. Nice breaking ball from Rosado. Heck, I'm a Manchester United fan. I think half the club last year was trying to shy away from the ball.
We don't say that one around too loudly around certain family members.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I was not given a choice. My great-grandfather made shoes for, at that time, Newton Heath.
Yeah.
He ended up knowing Sir Bobby Charlton at one point. 2-2 the count. So Saturdays I used to watch Manchester United in the morning, and then in the afternoon college football with my grandfather on my mom's side.
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Oh, it's a great time. Used to wait on his porch. What are we watching today? Well, they're playing Tottenham, Grandpa, and then Ohio State's got Penn State. All right, sounds like a day.
Yep, there you go. Little lunch in between, probably Grandma's soups or whatever else.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Grandmother was an incredible cook. It was great. They lived right around the corner from us.
Nice.
Cesar Rosado has the look in on the 2-2 to Jaden Brown. Brown flares that back into the mesh. And Brown stays alive. This is what the Cardinals need. A couple people getting loose now down in the Barrie bullpen. Nothing serious, but...
No, just some guys getting loose in case they're needed.
Some stretching occurring.
Of course, this is the time of year you see a lot of guys just trying to qualify for postseason too, so pitchers will come in for various appearances here.
Brown lifts it. Again, got underneath that ball, and that'll allow Noel McGarry Doyle to come on and have the out.
It's been one of those nights, the Cardinals getting under everything in the air here, unfortunately, just not getting a good line, getting a good line on these things.
Well, case in point, that's 6 outs made by either Noel McGarry Doyle or Noah Hull.
Yeah.
7 if you include the one that's gone to Tristan Clark.
Yeah.
A lot of lifting of the ball, but not a lot of driving of the ball as Russell Young steps in. Had a single his last time up, but Rosado's going to open him with a strike.
He's got the only hit in the ball game for the Cardinals so far.
Rosado twirling a gem.
Saw this in the postseason against the Royals, too.
4 strikeouts, but he's been so efficient with his pitching.
Yep.
And he's got Young 0-2. 4 strikeouts, 4 walks, but just 1 hit against, and hasn't really allowed the Cardinals to get anything going. And that one outside 1 and 2. Cardinals have not had a runner reach third base tonight, Neil.
No, that's not like us.
No, not at all, especially into the 7th inning. As we talked about, starting to run out of outs. As Young, 1 and 2. Rosado, long look, winds and delivers. Young turns it, and that's into foul territory.
Down to the Bay Cats bullpen where there's just guys using some band movement down there. No actual throwing yet.
Russell Young, one of the...
They made somebody run all the way down from the dugout to get that baseball because the bullpen ain't moving.
Outside edge, catcher's eye from Russell Young to keep the at-bat going.
That's just mean. Sorry.
Russell Young, Neil, one of these young Cardinals that's going to form the foundation of the future of this franchise.
No, that he will.
Russell Young, Carwin Salcido, Jaden Brown, Nico Kikatos, all guys just, Yoki Pena, Carlos Dominguez, all guys just stepping into this league.
Yep. Very young looking Cardinals.
Oh, got caught that time on a great bend on the break from Rosado, who thought it was the third out.
Yeah. He was on the, when you get in that motion and when you get that dialed in, you just think you're an out ahead of yourself here.
And the Cardinals find themselves back in that same. Francis Adamas giving it to him from first base.
There's only 2. Tommy Reyes Cruz now the batter. 0 for 2 in the contest, a ground out to the second baseman and a strikeout his last time up.
And this is where things get tough for the Cardinals. Again, you find yourself in a 2-out scenario. Reyes Cruz was playing with potentially putting down a bunt.
Well, the third baseman was playing way behind the bag here. I don't blame him if you can push it down the line. Beat it out on the infield here. Change some luck. Make some luck.
1-0 the count. They got to find a way to manufacture some base runners. There's only been offense on the board in 1 inning of this ball game.
Yep.
A 5-run inning from the Barrie Baycats. That's it.
Some unfortunate bounces going against the Cardinals in that inning.
Yeah, I mean, you would think Saldana probably should have been able to get out of that inning with 1 or 2 against, but it just wouldn't bounce the Cardinals' way, and the Baycats stayed right on it, to their credit.
And that's what a veteran ball club does.
Reyes Cruz up the elevator shaft, but it's carrying foul. It's going to stay. Not the kind of bounce you want to see for Noah Hall. That was a little dangerous looking.
I think he just saw his peripheral vision, that yellow barricade coming closer and closer there, and he just had to pull up the brakes a little bit because he didn't want to run headlong into the fence.
No, but just the way the ball came down, I think it caught a piece of his glove, or else he was going to take it in the mush. Don't want to see that happen. Again, we've already seen Francisco Hernandez leave the ball game tonight with an injury, and hopefully it's precaution more than anything.
Yeah.
He's had enough bad luck on this season. We want to see him healthy for the playoffs.
Yeah, we do. Cardinals came into action with a magic number to clinch a playoff spot officially of 3. It's a combination of Brantford Red Sox loss and Cardinals victory equaling 3. The Cardinals will officially be in the postseason.
And from your math earlier on, I believe it was 8 for home field.
Yeah, we're 8 to just, at least finish in the top 4 anyways, and definitely home field an option. Home field would be huge.
Yes.
Especially in a best of 5 series. You're gonna play those first 3 games in a hurry. So you might as well play them 2 of them here.
Right now, the first 6 teams in the IPL, Neil, it's a pick 'em.
Yeah, well, exactly. And there's just certain teams you don't want to have to face, because Guelph right now, just because of how they've been using a different lineup every night, is not in the top half of this bracket right now. So.
Oh, and that guy Claudio Custodio expected.
Yeah, he's here now. So.
Oh boy.
He might be pitching tomorrow. So it's not going to be easier for the Cardinals if that's the case.
Oh, Cesar Rosado has continued his dominance on the road as Reyes Cruz lifts this into right field, but Nino Spencer Thompson says nope.
Yep. Denied.
So we are through 7. The Cardinals just haven't been able to get it going, and the big inning for the Barrie Baycats stands as the difference. It's 5-0. We'll be back with a top of 8 right after this on Cable 14.
What do I like? I like open fires, moonlit nights, chatty letters, rainy days. I like daydreaming. I love this colorful little island of ruby, emerald, and sapphire. Yet often my dark moods come. I'm possessed body and soul by this depression. They say women shouldn't write. Some days I almost give up. But I cannot contain my imagination. I made Anne real. I gave her my love of nature, my love of books, and my childhood dreams. My greatest happiness would be to climb the alpine path and write upon it a woman's humble name.
Lucy Maud Montgomery battled depression, rejection, and sexism to become known around the world for Anne of Green Gables and 19 other novels.
Welcome back to Hamilton Cardinals Friday Night Baseball here on Cable 14. And Neil, we open up the top of 8 with Chris Boato, and why not? He's been brilliant thus far tonight.
That he has been, you know, and Casey Howard just staying loose down there in case he's needed, but might as well see how far Mr. Boato wants to go here.
Well, at this point, why wouldn't you? As old friend Clayton Keys will head up to the dish. Clayton Keys, who has reached base on an error in this ball game. They've kept him relatively quiet to this point out of the DH spot, but from history, we know with Clayton Keys that that can change at any given moment.
That it can.
Darts him off low. Keys drives it into right field to the wall. Dominguez got him.
Keys is retired. He thought he had at least a 2-bagger on that one, but unfortunately it's just.
He thought that one might have been out of here, I think, in the origination of that. But as joining us up in the booth, the great Emily Thompson. Emily, welcome in.
Thank you so much for allowing me to use the first spots today, guys. I appreciate it.
Well, it's always great to have you come up here with us. Cardinals not having the night that they wanted thus far, but it just seems like one of those nights where they haven't been able to get everything going their way. However, the fans have stayed right with it as this place is still jammed up late.
Absolutely. It's been so fun interacting with the fans. Of course, today is country night. I'm sure you guys have heard a lot of yeehaw. In fact, let me hear your yeehaw. Come on.
I don't think you want to hear that.
No. Come on, Neil. Someone's got a yeehaw in the press box. Josh? Oh, not getting rejected by everybody.
I don't think I can contractually do that on the air.
Someone did a yeehaw.
Somebody did a yeehaw for you.
We appreciate that. Thank you for not leaving me hanging.
Boato delivers to Noah Hull, who flashes it high into left field. Yoki Pena underneath it two-way. Where did you get the light-up cowboy hat, or was that your own invention?
This is not mine. Are you surprised? Shout out to Anna. She let me borrow this hat. I was like, I need it for the outfit. Everyone can see where I am when I'm ringing in all the kids and all the dancing. I mean, we did a line dance on the field.
I saw that.
That was a first for Bernie Arbor, doing a whole line dance and then a cards breakdown. Come on, we're changing the IBL right now. I just want to give a shout out to that. Those girls were awesome.
That was fantastic.
That was fantastic.
As Tyler Plumpton guns it, Salazzo pops up. On to Kakados, and Chris Boato works 9 up, 9 down. And Emily, it's been another great country night in the park. It hasn't gone the way the Cardinals want it yet on the field. Time still left, bottom of 8 coming up, but it's been another really fun one. And the country music, it fits right in for me being a Smithville guy.
Absolutely, and thank you to KX 94.7 for helping us put this show on. Of course, they're always involved in our 7th inning stretch, which is really fun, but it's so great having all these different theme nights and really just showing the fans of Hamilton the fun that you can have at a baseball park. And I love to see that people are still here cheering on the Cards to the end of the game. That is so important. That wasn't happening in the first season that we came. People would trickle out, so it's just a testament to how much the fans love the Cards and the entertainment. So shout out to everyone. We're putting on a great show, including you guys. It's awesome.
The kids running the bags tonight, too. It seems like every Friday night this place is just jammed with youngsters.
Absolutely. Like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what time is it? And there's still kids getting it going. They are superstars. Oh, look, there's some fun going on down there.
A tough night for the Cardinals on the field, but it's just really the one tough inning. Jonathan Salazzo, Caleb Sorosky still smiling. I know we got to get you out of here because you've got some dog sitting to do and a couple of pups that a little bit under the weather as the Baycats have changed pitchers. But before we let you go, Sunday, Cardinals back here against the Welland Jackfish. They've caught them a couple of times at the pond. They need a little bit of luck against the Jackfish here in the nest. Can they pull it off on Sunday?
You know what? I believe in our guys. I believe in our team. Yesterday was such a big win for those guys. Huge. And we all know about hoisting that cup. There's a big championship coming with that. And it's cool because there's a huge rival between those two teams. But I'm not going to look at this game. The guys are still on a roll. I know that confidence is still there. Sunday will be a new time. So I'm excited. I hope the fans are excited. Make sure you come on out. You don't want to miss that.
All right, we'll head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Thanks for joining us up here, Emily. Have fun and take care of those pooches.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm sorry I'm very sweaty, but shout out to Sophie, who is our social girl for the night. She's doing awesome, and same to Josh. Let's go. Yeehaw! Thank you, guys.
Emily Thompson just does an absolutely brilliant job for the Cardinals down at field level.
She does.
Always fun to have her come up here and crash in on the booth.
Yep, little 5-hour energy drink.
Cardinals need some of that right now.
Yep.
Carlos Dominguez leading off.
Against Adam Kahn, who took over on the mound here.
I was wondering if we might see Rosado go the distance, but...
Well, some guys need to qualify for postseason too, so...
Well, and that's... We've talked about that in the past, Neil, where you see some moves made in games where maybe
you probably wouldn't in a normal situation, but now...
Yeah, you may not want to pull a guy out, but...
No, at the same time, we're a week out from the end of July here, too, so you got to look at the requirement list and go, okay, yeah, this guy's going to be around here for this, or is he going back to school or whatever? It's just even...
Oh, we've been there before.
Yep.
Remember a couple years ago when the Cardinals had that great July and then...
The mass exit.
Yeah, good chunk of the team had to leave, and you get it. They got to go back and fulfill their obligations at school, and that's part of what makes the IBL a special league is that you got to be prepared for a little bit of everything.
Yep.
As Kahn gets the ball over to run 3-1.
Dominguez had no intention of swinging on that one.
No, he wasn't letting the bat off his shoulder on that one at all.
Kahn with UBC Thunderbirds.
And Dominguez on the ground will roll it into shallow left field.
We got signs of life here in the 8th inning.
Well, you've got the leadoff runner on. As the former Mets farmhand and the speedster gets on base here.
Yep.
Now, this is what the Cardinals have been looking for all night. Can they get Brandon Nickel, Tyler Duncan and company to follow this up?
Oh, exactly. Let's just get some base runners here and maybe turn that 0 a little sideways.
Cause mass chaos if you can. As Nickel stares at Kahn, sending it over the plate.
The Cardinals have a really tough weekend ahead of them. Of course, last night they started in Welland, Barrie tonight, and then we mentioned tomorrow they go to Guelph tomorrow night, just up the street from my house, so.
Yeah.
Don't have to go far for that one, but I'm probably just going to watch it from the couch anyways, but still. Or from the home office.
And the question is, will Claudio Custodio
be on the mound or not?
What will we see in that ball game?
Yeah. Well, the Royals still have to make a transaction move as far as to see which one of the imports is coming off so they can put Custodio. Custodio's officially on the lineup. It's Franklin Torres they have to do a little bit of juggling for as he returns as well this weekend.
And that's a tough go.
Yep.
You got to sacrifice somewhere in the lineup as Brandon Nickel got it down the line, the ball thrown away.
Dominguez is going to waste no time here. He's coming home.
Yeah, Dominguez turns the corner, and the Cardinals have a run. He went from first all the way around. You cannot make an error when Carlos Dominguez is on the base path.
That you cannot. So likely be a two-base error. It puts Nickel at second base on an E5. Hull's throw is off the line. And Dominguez comes all the way around to score, and the Cardinals on the board now trailing by 4. And Tyler Duncan on the hill here is Tyler Plumpton having a word with his young pitcher, Adam Kahn.
Yeah, he's going to have to settle Kahn down. You can't afford to let that one get too far away from you.
No. I'm sure the conversation was, okay, yeah, you know, that's not your fault. You get it. You did your job. You got the ground ball. Now you got to focus up against, you know, one of the better hitters in the league here.
And on the other side, if you're Tyler Duncan, you're looking at a major opportunity here with Brandon Nickel in scoring position to close this game in a little bit.
Yeah, one swing of the bat, you can make it a 2-run ball game in a hurry.
And suddenly the plot thickens.
Yep.
Not a lot of other action going on down in the Barrie bullpen. Nothing going on right now on the Cardinals side.
That one's fouled away by Duncan. And Plumpton and the umpire just having some words here. And then Chris Markle is going to hand deliver this baseball. Actually, he's going to flip it out.
Oh, yeah. Tyler Plumpton,
yeah,
he took that one.
That he did. He slid into my DMs a couple weeks ago. It was kind of interesting. I didn't know who it was, and then he identified himself. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, thanks. Got the number from Rio. I'm just like, man, Rio's giving that number out to a lot of guys.
It's good. They like you.
I just laughed. Because, you know, we thought Plumpton forgot how many outs there was in one inning. Well, he was hitting, I think he was 4 for 5 in the contest or something against us. So it was like, yeah.
Plumpton did a really nice job with Rosado tonight calling pitches.
Yeah, he did. Which just tells you these guys watch these replays for eternities afterwards, so you got to be careful what you say.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, got to be careful what you say. Or you get messages on Instagram or wherever else, and I didn't say that. This is what I meant.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And Kahn gets Duncan swinging. That's a big out for the young pitcher.
That it is. Nico Katatos will be the batter now.
Kakato stepping in with one away. You know, with Brandon Nickel up at second, you feel like they got to find a way to bring him around.
Yep.
At least put that seed of doubt in the mind of the Baycats. Nice pitch there from Kahn, 0-1. And Tyler Plumpton settled him at just the right moment.
Yep. We've seen Adam Kahn pitch for the last couple of years when he went available for the Baycats, but his maturity on the mound this year, the way he conducts himself is definitely, as that one just went into the black hole known as Adam Ott at second base.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that right there, if you're Nico Kakatos, you got to be wondering, what have I got to do? Because that was labeled into a little bit of space in right field.
Yeah.
And Brandon Nickel likely is coming around to score on that.
Easily.
Adam Ott has just been outstanding for the Baycats tonight.
Yep. With the bat and with the glove now.
Yeah, absolutely. And in two different positions, no less.
Yep.
Started the game at third base, moved over to second after Francisco Hernandez wasn't able to continue along. Kahn delivers. Yoki Pena, we know he's got a good eye.
That he does.
Gets himself ahead in the count. And the Cardinals find themselves again trying to manufacture offense with 2 outs. Outside edge, not going to get it. 3-0. The conductor on deck. Jonathan Salazzo hasn't had a Salazzo-like night to this point, but this could be a big moment. And it's going to be as Yolki Pena takes the walk.
Pena draws a 2-out walk. Nickel has to stay at second base, but now there's 2 on, and Salazzo can make this a 1-run ball game with 1 little stroke here.
First time tonight that Salazzo has bat with runners in scoring position.
Yep.
Or a runner in scoring position.
Plumpton's coming out, and so is the pitching coach to have a conversation here. And
it shows you Jonathan Salazzo batting 6th tonight in the Cardinals lineup. Only once in this ballgame has he even come up with a runner on.
Yep. So there is some activity getting started in a hurry down in the Baycats bullpen. They don't want to let this one slip away because they're battling for second place as well.
The conductor will step in.
Number 17, John Salazzo.
And things just got much more interesting. Even a base hit here, Neil's going to score at least 1.
Yep.
Kahn opens him with a ball. Behind Salazzo is Jaden Brown. Kahn looks in and delivers. Ran it inside, Plumpton. Nice block. Looked like a goaltender just kicked out the pad.
Carlos Sano making the slow walk down to the bullpen for the Baycats. Very slow walk down. Pitched 2 innings last night, so probably wasn't expecting to throw tonight.
I was going to say, I don't think they want to have to use him here.
No.
2-0 the count to Salazzo.
That one's up there in their called strike, says Chris Marco.
Right on the edge, the high edge of the strike zone. 2-1. Almost Sano walking down there almost like a threat. Salazzo rips this up the line. Macabrota turns. Salazzo trying to beat him to first. He does.
Not this time, says Salazzo.
The conductor shows off the wheels, and it's bases loaded for Jaden Brown.
Yep. Macabrota won that foot race earlier tonight, but not this time. Salazzo busts down the line here. The crane comes through the station at first base and ahead of time there.
Luis Bernardo is moving some pieces around downstairs.
That he is, and you're going to have a
opportunity here for Jaden Brown to make some magic happen.
Of course, you have Russell Young on deck here, and you probably will see a pinch hitter here. You'll probably see another catcher coming in to take his spot in the order. Should Brown do something here?
That one outside, 1-1. Macabrota made a great play at first. If that skips past him,
that's at least going to score at least 1, maybe 2.
Yeah,
sure.
Nichols scores. Pena might have. Macabrota still made it close at first. Oh, Brown thought he had something there, and Kahn just bent it away from him, 1-2. Cardinals need Brown to come through with something here. Kahn sets. Brown rips it, but it carries foul, stays 1-2.
Goes careening into the dugout or the bullpen down there. Well, that one got picked up by somebody in the bullpen. So they're awake down there now.
Nickel at third, Pena at second. Over at first is Salazzo. 1-2 is the count. Cardinals trail by 4 in the bottom of the 8th. And Kahn gets Brown swinging.
A huge out if you're a Baycats fan. If you're a Cardinals fan, it's just another missed opportunity here in the 8th inning. Cardinals will leave the bases loaded as we enter the 9th inning.
Bit of heartbreak for the Cardinals. Second strikeout of the ball game for Jaden Brown as we finish up the 8th inning. And of course, we want to say thank you to our friends at TS Media. The intro for Friday Night Baseball, a lot of the great shots from Media Day. There you see them. The Hamilton Cardinals doing some great work with our friends Brianna, Justin, Storm, Maddie, Quinn, Julia over at TS Media.
Yep.
Just brilliant stuff.
If you ever get the chance to watch the outtakes and that stuff, there's some really funny things in there.
Oh, I was caught up on it by Maddie Gallant, who filmed a lot of it.
Yeah.
Said he had a great time with it. As Casey Boulier-Howard will come in for the top of the 9th inning, and that's Mr. Howard to you.
Yes, it is. He'll be facing Adam Odd in the top of the order after that.
Chris Boato pitched 3 brilliant innings himself.
That he did. As Julius Hearn is checking out of the press box here and on his way. I don't think he's stopped since he got here.
No, he's perpetual motion.
Yep. Does such a great job.
Yeah, Baycat's lucky to have him. Does a brilliant job for the team.
I got to shout out our counterpart, Ben Davies. Well, you know, it's great to listen to those guys on a Saturday afternoon when we're not busy. I love that their games are 4 o'clock starts. You know, I can be making dinner in the kitchen and listening to those guys do their thing.
Yeah, you got to love the staggered schedules.
Yep.
Yep. As Casey Boulier-Howard will step into this ball game. And with Adam Kahn getting through that inning and getting out of the bases loaded jam, Carlos Sano is just sitting on the pine back there.
Yep. Just sitting down and not going, okay, I'm probably not going to be needed right now.
Yeah.
So I don't have to throw yet.
It's a bit of a threat.
Yep.
I'm here. I could come in.
Yep.
It's one of those, like, don't make me do this.
Looks like another youngster down that line down here just getting loose. Not sure who it is because it's way too far down the line to see.
Adam Odd will lead off in the 9th for the Baycats. I just can't say enough about what Chris Boato did.
Yeah.
Came into the ball game at a key time in it, and 3 straight innings of 1, 2, 3 ball.
And that's what you need. You need out of the bullpen one of these nights where, you know, the bats aren't working in the way that they need to, but, you know, gave them an opportunity to get back in this ball game. That's what they need.
As Casey Boulier-Howard gets Adam Odd swinging through strike 1. Adam Odd's been brilliant in this ball game. A walk, a single with a run scored. Defensively, outstanding. And all the damage done in the top of the 5th inning. I mean, right now, if you're the Cardinals, you got to be thinking, this is strange. We've played 7 really good innings of ball.
Yep. It's unfortunately that one that's bad.
Adam Odd up the middle, comes off the second base bag.
The bouncers are going against us tonight. That's all we can say.
Yeah, that's really been an issue for the Cardinals tonight. It just feels like every bounce that they could have gotten is turned against them. Noel McGarry Doyle will step in.
That ball will get tossed out of play here.
As Mr. Howard will look to set up. And ran that one low and inside, ball 1. Howard and Boato, both former members of the
Jackfish.
Welland Jackfish bullpen. McGarry Doyle, hard hit, just out of the reach of Brown. Runners on first and second.
Big Cats just doing everything they can to keep putting the balls through the infield here.
And I believe Mr. Howard needs one on the ground here to try to get a couple. As Brandon Hernandez will step in.
Hernandez 1 for 4 with a run scored and RBI, a single. Lined out, flew it, reached on a fielder's choice, and grounded at 4-3 as well.
just off the outside edge. Top of the ninth, Cardinals would just love to get through this inning and get one more crack at it. Hernandez will fly that back over the grandstand. Cardinals in the ninth will have Russell Young, Tommy Reyes, Cruz, and Carlos Dominguez due up, barring any potential pinch hitters.
Yep.
I was wondering about Jaden Brown there in the eighth, if they might
left him for
Josh Williams or Tanner Rempel or Joma Hernandez, just to see if they could get something.
Yeah. I think Joma Hernandez would have probably came up with for Russell Young right after that, though.
Could have been. 2-1 the count to Hernandez. And he'll reach out and shoot that foul, 2-2. Looks like, at least at this moment, the Baycats lineup is staying the same with Nino Spencer Thompson on deck, and then Nolan Mackey-Broda just taking a step outside the dugout behind him.
Yep. Waiting patiently for his next attempt at the bat here.
Howard delivers. Bit of a defensive swing that time. Foul, 2-2.
Baycats had runners in motion on that one. Not resting on their laurels here.
Well, they did see the Cardinals load the bags in the bottom of the eighth. Unfortunately, came away empty-handed on that. As Boyer Howard delivers. Shot high. Pena approaches. One away.
It's a big out there. As Hernandez is retired for the first out on the F7.
You know, Spencer Thompson will step in, put the bunt down.
And almost beat it out.
Yeah.
Almost beat it out.
And this kid, Sam was not kidding us. This kid has wheels.
That he is. Sam usually doesn't understate something. So I usually take Sam for his word. His parents raised him right. Which I know they're at home listening to.
Spencer Thompson took off like William Byron on a restart. Just gone.
See it.
I know Denny Hamlin's hot right now, but I got to go to my Hendrick boys.
Yeah.
Boyer Howard delivers, chop back, foul, 1-1. You seen the work of the New Zealander, Shane Van Gisbergen?
A little bit.
3 straight road course victories in NASCAR.
That's crazy.
People were arguing because a win qualifies you for the playoff.
Yep.
And people were arguing, well, should he qualify? He only won one road course. Then he won the next 2, and people were saying, well, he's only won on the road. He's won 3 races.
He's won 3 races. I'd like to see you do that.
He's got more wins than Joey Logano had last year, and Logano ended up winning the whole darn thing.
Yep.
Which was a bit of a joke. I think by the end of the season, when they put it all together, if it had been under the old Winston Cup format, he would have finished like 15th or 17th or something. But because he won a race, he got into the playoff, and then
everything got skewed.
Oh, yeah, crashes happening, guys, this and that. Yeah. Boyer Howard delivers. Thompson swings through. 2-2. They're also, next year, was announced this week, a road race on the Coronado Naval Base.
Wow.
In San Diego.
That'll be fun.
Oh, I can't wait for that. I love the road race. I'm a big fan of the road courses.
I think the Braves and Reds are playing that game in the Speedway next weekend.
Yes. How much fun is that going to be?
It looks so weird because you got the outer track and you got all the grandstands and everything else out of there, but they're not the ones they're using. They're just using the one in the infield.
Yeah. I was when they use the infield track, it's called a roval.
Yeah.
The half road course, half oval. I was working with a mixed martial arts company one time that wanted to run a fight event in the middle of the Coke 600.
That would have been interesting. Right in the middle.
That was the idea. I don't know that it was a great idea, but that was the idea.
How would you even hear anything with a road race going on?
I don't know.
Like, those are loud to begin with.
That was the problem that I could never wrap my head around.
Like, I remember working the Leafs ball games when the Indy 500 was going on, or the
Molson Indy, yeah.
It was like, how do you hear anything? Like, you can just hear the cars going around.
Yeah, I don't know what that plan was. But it sounded cool, and as a NASCAR fan, I was like, yeah, I'd love to call an event right in the middle of I would have done it.
Yeah.
I would have done it just for the story, even if it didn't work well. Never had the chance to call stock car racing, but it's on the bucket list. As Nino Spencer Thompson lifts this into center field, Duncan turns 2 away, and Adamot is not going to test the arm of Tyler Duncan.
Not sure if Duncan saw that one right off the bat. I know he's kind of a second step back before he saw it in the lights there, and then was able to make the adjustment. It's 2 away, though.
Cardinals owner Eric Spearin, NASCAR guy, just found that out. Didn't know that. All right.
There you go.
There's many of us. No, I grew up a Hendrick Motorsports fan. That was Sunday afternoons with Dad. All right, we're going to sit. We're going to watch the race. Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson.
Some great names there.
Jeff Gordon first, then Jimmy Johnson came along later. Yeah. Before that, I really liked Kyle Petty in the mellow yellow car.
I remember that car.
Oh, it was sweet. Yellow Pontiac.
I think I still have the Hot Wheels car somewhere downstairs.
I've got a full set of the 1/64 scale from 1991.
Oof.
Like the full Morgan Shepherd and the Folgers car. Very underrated driver, Morgan Shepherd.
The oldest, his boyfriend, collects Hot Wheels cars. So anytime there's new ones coming out to the stores and everything else, he's always racing off to get them. So there's quite the collection downstairs right now.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah. I dare not touch any of them. They're all in the packages still, but you know.
They used to bring out a lot of the Winner's Circle NASCAR die-casts and the 164. Yep. Can't find them anymore. You got to go to the States to find them.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that right now.
No. There's not been any over the border shopping excursions this summer. That's for sure.
No. Not until we get everything sorted out.
No, exactly. No.
Don't want to tempt fate at all there.
I do not risk it.
As Boyer Howard delivers, Macabrota skies this one 1-2.
Speak of the devil, you say his name, and he pops into your chat.
All right, hey, yes.
There you go.
Another NASCAR guy.
Yes.
Ryan Rio. And I'm with him on Hulk Hogan as well. That one.
Yeah, that one hit hard. That was a lot of my childhood right there.
I heard it summed up well. Hulk Hogan icon, Terry Bollea, a very complicated man.
Yeah, and that's probably the best way to put it.
As Nolan Macabrota swings through, Casey Boyer-Howard gets out of it unscathed on the strikeout. Cardinals one more chance in the bottom of the ninth with the bats in their hands, and we'll see if they bring anybody else up. And one of the things, Neil, I'm sure Ryan will understand it as well. There's a lot of us that have gotten into even the periphery of the wrestling business.
Yep.
You know, in my case, having a hand in Alpha One Wrestling and being the announcer for it. If not for Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage and that era of guys, we wouldn't be in this.
Oh, no. Heck no. Like, honestly, my brother and I got into it just at the right time. We got into it just before WrestleMania 3. I'm not even sure how we got into it. I think that was just before Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling was on TV and everything else, but that's how we got into it. My dad got us both tickets to go to the pay-per-view at the Kitchener Auditorium. The obstructed view seats, we had no idea what that meant. Just means you got to stand on your butt. You got to stand up the whole time, but still. But that's our first foray into it. And then over the years, we go to Maple Leaf Wrestling at Maple Leaf Gardens with my dad on the Sundays, and Hogan would take on Kamala or whoever else in the house shows, and it was just became mainstay in the thing. And it's always stuck with me. But and then, some of the highlights, we got to go to WrestleMania, Hogan versus the Warrior.
Oh, WrestleMania 6.
My dad got tickets for my brother and myself and him. And then, of course, when I was older, and WrestleMania 18 was in Toronto, I had to take my dad. And my dad was always a huge Hogan fan, so here I am standing beside this 76-year-old screaming at the top of his lungs, cheering for Hulk Hogan. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. And just the electricity in that Skydome, it was just crazy.
If you ask my dad, he will tell you to this day that my play-by-play career started at the WrestleMania 18 Fan Fest as Brandon Pakala comes into the ball game for the Barrie Baycats to close this thing out. They had at Fan Fest, it was a setup where you could call an old match.
Yep.
And he still got the VHS at home. He put a headset on, and I had one on.
Yep.
And originally he was going to do some commentary with me on it. He just let me go. And 12, 13 years old, and I called the whole WrestleMania 6 main event.
I need to see this.
Okay.
I need to see this.
He's looking for it currently.
Yeah. I need to see this.
You know, one of the best things that's happened of late is Russell Young does step in here to open up the bottom of the ninth. Strike one from Pakala. WWE's uploaded some old Omni shows from Atlanta and some of the Great American Bash to the YouTube channels with no commentary. So I will sit for practice and call the old events as if it were 1988.
Man.
As Russell Young will sky this into the air, into center field. Why not? It's free practice.
Oh, exactly.
I don't even have to leave my house to do it.
Well, that's what I do a lot of the time with the MLB show in the off season. Is just throw it on, play the game, and just call it.
That's how I started.
Okay.
Sega Genesis, NHL 94.
Yep.
I was 6.
And I got a little bit of a live stream following on it too. It's just like, okay, cool, whatever. Like, cause it's how I practice.
Yeah. Why not? It's great reps.
Yep.
I'll tell you, the first time I got into an actual broadcast booth made it feel a lot easier.
Yeah.
As Tanner Rempel steps into the ball game to bat here for Tommy Reyes Cruz. And quickly falls behind 0-2 and did not look overly pleased about it.
No.
Just not been the Cardinals' night thus far, and in the course of a season, these things happen.
Oh, exactly. Especially when you were riding the high so long for the last 10 anyways. You're going to have one of these nights where you just don't get everything going the way you want it.
A speed bump.
Yeah. But, you got to be professional enough tomorrow night to just go out there and, take it to the Guelph Royals. And that's as far as you can look past right now. You can't go look, okay, we got to play well on Sunday. You can't look at that. You got to go out there tomorrow and you say, okay, first inning, we got to do something differently here.
Just got to find a way to bounce back.
Yep.
That's all it is. Granted, sounds simple. As Pakala delivers. And from 0-2, Tanner Rempel has worked that count even. We know Rempel's got a great eye at the dish.
Yep.
Oh, and Pakala plunked him.
He wears a lot of baseballs.
He certainly does. And that'll bring up Carlos Dominguez. And suddenly an opportunity to pull closer here in this ball game.
It's a good egg.
I totally agree with Ryan.
Yep.
Hulk Hogan and The Rock. The moment that Hollywood Hogan turned back into Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. That was just crazy. Like, I've never seen a crowd shift almost on a dime.
It was weird, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
but Hulk was so beloved in Toronto.
I know. It was just...
The thing was, too, because he was in WCW, they never, outside of, I think, one pay-per-view, they never really came to Toronto.
No, they only came to Toronto when that was the Bret Hart Goldberg match.
Yes. And
Benoit won the title or something that night or something?
Yeah, Mayhem.
Yeah.
And the fans in Toronto hadn't seen him in so long, it was like, my God, he's back.
Yeah. Oh, and it was huge. It was so loud. Like, if that's how rock concerts loud volume are, like, thank goodness I don't go to those.
Oh.
My ears were ringing for 3 days afterwards. And then, of course, Triple H and Chris Jericho have to go out and top that afterwards. Like,
that's a tough
like,
break.
the crowd was done.
That I still think should have been the last match of that night.
No, it should have been.
Carlos Dominguez will take the walk.
It should have been.
I don't think they realized at the time just how important that moment was.
Like even the Undertaker match that night, it was just like, okay, yeah.
Taker at Mania.
Yeah. It wasn't that. There was
Hulk's
nothing
return.
touching that. Hulk's return. It was just, you saw the red and yellow in the stands. You saw the NWO shirts all over the place.
Yeah. Met Steve Austin at the Fan Fest.
Wow.
And I said to him, I was a big fan of yours as Stunning Steve in the Dangerous Alliance. And he looked at me and he went, you can't possibly be old enough to remember that.
Well, I remember, because we go to various things and whatever else. My dad took us to Focus on Video. And, of course, back then, Coliseum Video was doing all that stuff. Mr. Perfect, King Kong Bundy, and I think Bam Bam Bigelow. All at the table signing autographs, and we're the only kids in the place. So, we sat there for 20 minutes with all three of them just grilling them about everything under the sun. It's like, don't you guys have someplace else to go? Like, they were like, he loved it, but it's just the same time. He took my mom aside and said, yeah, your kids know the wrestling very well. I'm not going to break character on them, but geez, they're trying their dangest.
They're trying, yeah.
They're trying the dangest on us.
It's one of the best as Pacula runs it to 2-0 against Brandon Nickel here with 2 on and 1 away. Best experience I ever had with Scott Steiner. Went out through the curtain at Alpha 1, was in full character, comes to the back, one of the nicest people I've ever run across. Took a picture, told him I was, a big amateur wrestling guy. Oh, talked to him about that. Just a cool guy. 3-0 now to Nickel. Pacula is on the verge of walking the bases loaded with 1 away.
Mom says apparently the Mr. Perfect picture is still somewhere in the basement at her place. So
you got to find that, frame it.
Yeah. Bases loaded here.
It is a walk to Brandon Nickel, and you talk about perfect theater on a Friday night. Here comes Tyler Duncan.
After this little mound visit, and Mr. Sano he's no longer just down there intimidated. He's throwing bullets down there right now.
Yeah, I think we may see the entrance of Carlos Sano here late in this ball game with 1 away and the bases loaded in the 9th with some serious power with Duncan, Cacados, Pena, and Salazzo all due up. Well, Pacula's staying in. Okay, here we go. Can the former MVP deliver here for the Cardinals?
Don't have to kill the ball, Tyler, but of all means, if you want to kill the ball, it's okay. Just put a little charge into it somewhere.
One swing of the bat can tie this ball game.
Well, look how far back the outfielders are playing them. Like they're playing with precautionary. They want nothing behind them here.
With Brandon Nickel at first, if he hits a gap, it could score 3.
Yep. Only 1 away in the inning.
Pacula delivers. Duncan nearly came out of his shoes for strike 1.
Yep.
He wanted that. You could see him almost try to put the brakes on at the end as he saw that ball start to bend. Pacula with a really nice pitch. That one low, 1-1. Nico Cacados, who came into the night, hit .338, is behind Duncan. Pacula delivers, and Duncan fouls that off his shoe.
I think that went off Plumpton actually too, so.
Oof.
Yeah.
Tyler Plumpton has taken a bit of a beating behind the plate tonight, staying in.
He's going to need an ice bath and some Tylenol.
He had to have been a goalie somewhere along the line, take that kind of beating and keep going. Like, that is just guts from the man behind home plate. Pacula on the 1-2. Didn't get it, 2-2.
Duncan shows resolve on that one. A lot of younger guys would have swung at that one.
Well, that was a stressful moment right there.
Yeah.
Pretty good pitch from Pacula, and Duncan stayed off. 2-2 low, 3-2.
Got to remind the runners only 1 away here so they don't take off on the base paths here.
Big pitch here. Pakala looks in on the full count. Duncan sends it high. It's into left field. Tracking underneath it is Clark. It's going to score one as Rempel comes across. 2 away, it's 5-2. Cardinals draw one closer as they make it a little bit uncomfortable. Nico Ciccato steps in.
Ty running at the plate now, but they're going to have to do some work here.
Duncan gets the sac fly RBI, but I think he would have traded that for that landing on the ground somewhere out there.
Yep.
Pakala delivers outside, 1-0.
It's been the same story over all night. The guy's just getting under the ball a little too much here tonight, not getting on the lines.
When you look at Duncan through the night, he's had 3 that were well hit just underneath.
Runners going on the pitch. Plumpton does a good job of keeping it in front of him. They'll avoid the force out here, and Ciccato says a 2-0 count in his favor now.
And 2 runners in scoring position.
I'm definitely thinking Plumpton was a goalie. I'm definitely seconding the way he went after that baseball.
Oh, yeah. By the way, one of those runners in scoring position is Carlos Dominguez.
Yep.
And, Plumpton able to get the strike, although the ball hopped in and out of his glove.
We got a dirty look from Chris Marcos on the way up here at Josh Bain.
Pakala delivers. Ciccato flares it foul, 2-2. Yeah, it may have come across the plate, but it was back against where Plumpton was set up.
Yeah.
A lot of times you don't see umpires give that. Pakala delivers. Ciccado's back up the middle. Great cut by Hernandez. It's short. Macabroda was off the back. He's safe. The ball came loose. Dominguez scores. Across comes Nickel.
And now it's a 1-run ball game.
It's 5-4 on a wacky one.
Yep.
Brandon Hernandez picked that ball. He pulled Macabroda a bit.
And that's going to be called to the bullpen as Carlos Sano will make his way into the ball game here. Brandon Pakala's night is done.
So Pakala will head to the bullpen, or to the dugout, and out of the bullpen comes Carlos Sano. Oh my. This game has changed. Carlos Sano will enter the ball game with 2 away and the winning run at home plate.
Well, Sam's not sure if he played goalie, but he definitely played hockey, or at least he did, so that explains Plumpton.
Yeah, that dude is tough.
Yep.
I mean, we're talking about shoe leather.
Uh-huh.
Gotta love it. And there's some conversation going on. So Sano is on the mound. If you look down to the on-deck circle, Carlos Dominguez is coaching up Yoki Pena over there.
Yep.
So at first base, and I think there may be a pinch runner coming in here for Ciccados.
Yeah. Somebody's getting loose in a hurry down there.
Is that Groves?
Might be Groves or it might be Vellucci. We'll have to see.
Well, we're going to see as he runs past us.
Yep.
Vellucci. Good call, Neil.
Groves usually has the armband or something, the arm wrap or something on his arm.
Correct, you are.
It's the only way I can tell them apart.
They're built very similar.
Yeah.
Well, this game turned on its head in a hurry.
That it did.
Cardinals load the bases in both the 8th and 9th innings. And it's in the 9th that they force 3 across. But they need at least 1 more to extend this ball game. 2 walks it off. Sano versus Pena. And Sano starts him with a strike.
Pena, I think, was expecting an off-speed pitch, got a fastball instead.
Jonathan Salazzo is on deck if Pena reaches. Inside edge, Sano ahead 0-2. Pena's gonna have to defend.
That he will.
And so far, Neil, Sano doing exactly what the Baycats needed him to do here.
Just settling down the offense and throwing strikes.
Plumpton sets up outside. Sano winds and delivers, came back inside. Plumpton, great stab on the backhand to keep that in front of him. Tyler Plumpton's made a few plays here in the 8th and the 9th that have really helped his club.
That he has.
1-2. See if Sano tries to get Pena to chase again. Runs it inside. And again low. Pena won't bite. 2-2. Who steps to the pressure here? Can Pena keep this inning going? Could he walk it off? Or does Carlos Sano finish it out for the Baycats? Great battle late in this ball game. Sano winds and delivers. Pena up the elevator shaft. It'll be a chance for Hall to put it away. Lost his footing. It'll fall. Veloci scampers to third.
That's a tough Sky. I think he just slipped on the edge of the grass there too, trying to look at his footing. A wild one here in the 9th inning. Gets a little more wild.
We continue along.
Now we're a wild pitch away from a tie ball game.
Hull lost his footing, and that will bring the conductor to the dish. Neil, this would be one heck of a script.
That it would.
Runners on the corners.
We got the cardiac department on standby here. Jeez.
Oh boy, I might need it. Defib, please.
Yeah.
Jonathan Salazzo against Carlos Sano. All-star versus all-star. With 2 out in the 9th, tying run on 3rd, winning run at 1st. And Sano starts him off with a ball. Josh Williams has taken the spot of Jaden Brown in the on-deck circle. 1-0 the count. Sano has the look in. Delivers. Oh, Salazzo almost had that one. Sano teased the eyes and was able to best him 1-1.
Yep. He looked over at first on that one too, just to make sure where Pena was.
Salazzo was manifesting the right field wall that time. Sano delivers. Low, but gets the call. Had to have been right at the knees.
Definitely close.
1-2. Cardinals down to their last strike, but the tying run at 3rd. Sano with the look into Plumpton. Pena went to take off to second, and Sano's able to catch him. Oh, the throw home, it skips away. Tie ball game. Veloci goes home. What just happened?
He called the runner out at home on interference.
He couldn't call the runner out at home. The ball was away from Plumpton.
Yeah. He says Veloci was interfering with the catcher behind the plate here. That is a very odd call.
going to be a tough one here.
Yep.
Luis Bernardo is pleading his case. It was a wild pitch. Veloci came in to score. And I believe we're going to the 10th inning. It looks like Veloci is going to be counted.
I think there's...
Yeah, that run's going to count. The Cardinals are starting to go out to the field.
Yeah.
It's 5-5 headed to the 10th inning.
That was just an absolutely weird call.
So wait a minute. No, that doesn't make sense. You can't rule an out there. Would you not just send the runner back to second?
Well, he has to call him out because he's interfering with the play that's still going on, even though he's off the field and he's already scored, come across the run.
How can you call him out?
They have to call something. They can't. They just got to end the. I don't know how he's gonna. That's gonna be a weird ruling as far as this one goes.
All right, Jalmer Hernandez is headed over to first. Casey Boulier-Howard is on the hill. The doctor is warming up feverishly down in the Cardinals bullpen.
Yep.
So because Veloci interfered, it causes the runner to be out.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So luckily we've got Nate the Great behind us.
Yeah, but that's a very weird call.
So Peña's the one who's actually out.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where the confusion came in. So Veloci is safe at home. Peña's ruled out because Veloci's already scored.
Yeah.
That's the weirdest ruling I've ever.
It's just unfortunate because Veloci's momentum carried him across the plate. He's trying to celebrate, and Plumpton just unfortunately trying to get the baseball ran into him, so they have to call him. They have to end the play there.
This is wild. Absolutely wild.
Just when you think you've seen everything, you see that.
So it took away the Cardinals from having what would have been a runner at third.
Yeah, if not even worse. Like,
yeah, Peña had eyes on it.
Yep.
So it's Nolan Macabrota who will run at second.
Yep. International tiebreaker rule now in effect.
Tristan Clark will bat for the Baycats. And almost looked like Casey Boulier-Howard was killing some time to allow the doc to get set.
Yeah, I think he is here. And it's just, well, as long as he doesn't throw a pitch, you don't have to worry about the three-batter thing. But like, he's already faced three batters anyway, so he can come in any time.
Yeah, Stephen Hospital is warming up feverishly as Boulier-Howard gets Clark to foul that one into the mesh. Now, Carlos Sano threw 2 innings last night. How long is he going to be able to go in this one? There's nobody else down there for the Baycats.
Exactly. They're all on the bench right now, and it's just like, okay, yeah. So this could get interesting and could get dicey, but right now the Cardinals need to get 3 outs.
And Boulier-Howard's going to be ahead of Clark 0-2. Now, I believe Yolki Peña will be the runner.
Yeah, he'll be the runner at second base.
With Salazzo batting.
Yeah.
That could be a heck of a break for the Cardinals in that spot with Salazzo hitting. And Peña's the runner. Boulier-Howard gets Clark on the ground. Salazzo makes sure Macabrota's back at second. Hernandez kept his foot on the bag, and the conductor calls on the horn. 1 away. Clayton Keys will step in.
Keys gave one a ride to right field almost out of this ballpark his last time up. Does have a single. He's flown out 3 times. And now we're going to have that pitching change here. So it looks like the doctor's ready to come in the ball game here in an emergency situation.
Hey there, fans. Big round of applause for Casey Boulier-Howard.
How about Chris Bellato and Casey Boulier-Howard tonight?
Couple of vets doing the job done tonight.
They needed it, and they got it, and now the doctor is in. And another guy who pitched last night who probably wasn't expecting to go tonight.
Nope. Only faced the one batter last night. That's all he needed to in the 8th inning, and he did his job. Now called upon here with a go-ahead run at second base and one away.
Man who holds a number of records at Niagara University. He's been brilliant in this 2025 season for the Cardinals. And yeah, the Cardinals, we'll see what they utilize in the bottom of the 10th as well. So Hernandez in because Veloci came in to run for Kakados.
Yep.
So he would bat in the 4-hole. Jaden Brown was set to be pinch hit for Josh Williams. We'll see if that continues on.
Well, Brown's still here, so
yeah.
I think the situation's now changed. You might need somebody with speed here to push the ball across the diamond here.
Yeah, the mayhem that ensued. Sano caught Pena coming off of first base, but when he turned to throw it, Veloci took his moment to scamper across home, and the ball was thrown away, which nearly led to Yoelqui Pena coming around.
Almost.
And that's how we end up in the top of 10.
Just a wild inning, wild bottom of the 9th inning. People are going to be watching that one for, I'm sure, for a few days here. I know I'm going to be watching that one tomorrow morning and go, what the heck happened?
Yeah, and the signal from the umpire, and I think that's what got Luis Bernardo so upset, was that
he called him out at home.
Called Veloci out.
No, he called. He technically did call him out for interfering, but it's actually just a base runner.
Yeah, but the signal that he made was he pointed to home plate and called out.
Like the run didn't score.
Exactly. That's where I was very confused. Stephen Hospital, first pitch strike to Clayton Keys. Because it wouldn't have made sense. Veloci is already it's dead. He's already scored. You can't call him out after he scored.
You can't call him out, but you can call him. You call him out for interference.
You call the base runner out for his interference. Yeah, that makes sense. As Hospital runs it high, 1-1. Yeah, the signal was just not clear at all. And I understand it was a bit of a weird situation. 1-1 the count to Keys.
Excuse me.
1-2 as he fouls it back off his foot. Macabroda standing menacingly over at second base.
If you're a Cardinals fan, you hope he stays there.
Yeah, you want him to stay right where he is.
Maybe give him a lawn chair and a drink. Just let him sit out there.
Take a seat, big fella.
Yeah. You ain't moving for a while. Want a Snickers while we're at it?
Anything you can do to keep him there.
Yeah.
Nice grab by Russell Young.
Guess we can't really tie him to the base, can we?
You need a lot of rope.
Yeah.
Noah Hull, the man on deck. Noah Hull had the real unfortunate play over at third base where his footing just came out from under him.
On the edge of the grass there, just looked like he fell underneath it or something.
Hospital with the look in on the 2-2. Got him swinging. Oh, the doctor is in.
Cardinals not out of the woods yet, though.
Noah Hull. You know he wants a big moment here to come back from that slip. Not that it was his fault.
No, it's just unfortunate. Like there's a little bit of a lip and a little bit of dip down behind third base. Liza will tell you exactly where it is.
Like with Jaden Brown in the 5th inning, it's just an unfortunate occurrence. Hospital delivers high. Russell Young, nice stab. 1-0 is the count. What a wild ball game.
Man.
Till the bottom of the 8th inning, only one inning had runs scored in it. 1/2 inning.
Yep.
Hospital gets him on the outside edge, 1-1. would be massive here for the Cardinals if they could strand Macabrota at second. 2 strikes away from it. Doc doesn't get the call on the edge. Tried to work away from Hull. 2-1. He'll dip into the bag of tricks. And we know the doctor has a lot of them.
That he does.
Towering reliever, long stride to home, 3-1. Tyler Plumpton, the catcher, is the man on deck. And I think they're going to give Hull the base.
It's probably not a bad spot in this situation here to deal with Plumpton instead, but Tyler Plumpton's no slouch. He's definitely a veteran that can do some damage here. We've seen it earlier in this season in this very ballpark. I think he was 4 for 5 on that Sunday afternoon game.
Yeah, it's an interesting call here. I suppose 3-1 instead of trying to fight back with the open base.
Now you have a force play.
Plumpton on the ground into left field. Coming up with it is Pena. It'll move the runners. And it's bases loaded for Adam Odd. And just like that, the game turns again.
These guys meet in a best of 5 or a best of 7. It's going to be one hell of a series.
Oh, yes, it is.
Not to put the cart before the horse, but my goodness.
Castro coming out to the mound to have a chat with Hospital, I'm sure, over what they're going to work on here.
Yep.
Adam Odd will step in. Now, obviously the downside is you're facing bases loaded. Dangerous spot with a good hitter in Adam Odd.
Yep.
Upshot, you got to play at any base to get out of it.
Yep, that you do. Odd's he's got 2 hits in the contest, a run scored, and he's also walked tonight.
And if you can avoid Macabrota, who's the man at second, now at third, from coming home, that given runner, it's suddenly advantage Cardinals.
Yep.
Barrie trying to put the pressure on for the bottom of 10. And what we believe is going to be Carlos Sano coming back out of the dugout.
I would think so, because there's nothing down in the bullpen right now.
And Hospital opens him up low, ball 1. And you know why he was looking low. He wants it on the ground.
That he does. Gives his infield a chance to just touch the base. Get the easy one.
Doc delivers and gets Odd swinging through it, 1-1.
You're right, Oddie. Hombre.
Infield playing back with the 2 away. Doc looks in. Delivers.
This is upstairs.
1.
Not by much. Odd was going to bite at that one almost.
He thought about it. So from the 2-1 count now. Hospital delivers 3-1. And nowhere to put Odd. He's got to battle back now. He's missed high twice, not by much. You wonder what Odd's going through Odd's mind right now. Does he take one?
I think in this situation you have to. Unless you see something right down Green Street here.
Hospital delivers, and he'll walk Macabrota home. 6-5 Baycats. And that'll bring up McGarry Doyle. So that given runner, after they had kept him to second with 2 outs, able to skip home. Bases stay loaded for McGarry Doyle.
Give Odd the RBI on the bases loaded walk. Hull at third now. Plumpton at second. And Odd at first.
Now if you're the Cardinals, can you stop it there?
You pretty much need to. Hospital's just not able to find the strike zone right now.
I almost wonder if Russell Young's glove snapping up is giving the home plate umpire a problem. I wonder if he almost needs to set the glove a little higher. Because that last pitch looked pretty well below the belt, but Young had to come up to get it. Gary Doyle will flash it into foul ground, and it's 1-1. Hey, have you seen the videos on that? What a lot of catchers are doing now, where they start it down and then
bring it up. Yeah.
Young sets and then he's up.
Yeah.
Hospital delivers 1-2.
Of course, those of you scoring at home, that run on that Matt Cabrera is unearned. It's charged to the team as well, not the pitcher.
Yeah, you can't put that on a pitcher. Hospital delivers 1-2. McGarry Doyle shortens it up, sends it into left. Pena on the run, not gonna have it. And McGarry Doyle is gonna clear the bases. Nickel with the throw to Young, he's not gonna quite clear him. Great throw, Pena to Nickel, who turned it home.
Baycats score 3 runs on 2 hits in the inning, and now lead this one 7-5 or 8-5. Sorry.
So it's 2 RBIs on the double for Noel McGarry Doyle.
Brings home Noah Hull and Tyler Plumpton, and Adam Ott is thrown out the plate.
Tough play for Yoki Payne. He started in a little bit too much and then had to run back for it. And now the Cardinals find themselves back in a tough spot, 3 down. After Neal, they had everything going their way in that top of 10.
That they did.
They had 2 outs without the runner having moved. And Chris Boato was signaling to somebody to come in. I'm not sure, Caleb Sorosky as well. Yeah, tough one there for Stephen Hospital. It looked like the flare to left field was going to be right to Pena, and then it was over his head.
Yep.
So
depending where you hit that one too, it might have just gotten. He might have lost it in the light blink too.
Could have been, yeah. So Carlos Sano will step back in. Yoki Pena will be the man going to second.
Pena at second, Salazzo at the plate, and the Cardinals down by 3 here in the 10th inning.
Stepping up to the plate, the third baseman, number 17.
You need to find a way to get on any way you can here.
And again, timely work from the Baycats.
Yeah.
They get the 2-out production that the Cardinals had been begging for all night. Macabroda looked stuck, and the Baycats found a way to move him.
Yep.
And just that single from Plumpton turns out to make a big difference. Sano delivers outside.
Not sure how many pitches Carlos Sano threw last night, but he was out there for a while. Took the loss in that 10th inning. Came on to pitch the 9th in a 1-1 tie.
Salazzo swings and it's 1-1. Jaden Brown right now standing in the on-deck circle. So Brown was looking like he was going to be replaced by Josh Williams, but that has clearly changed.
Some final scores in from the Intercounty. Guelph Royals hanging on to beat the Toronto Maple Leafs 11-10. The Kitchener Panthers beating the London Majors 6-4. And Welland's on top of Brantford now 7-2. That one's still underway.
So the Cardinals do get 1 favor on the out-of-town scoreboard there.
They get 1.
1-2 the count to Salazzo. Sano delivers. Outside 2-2. Salazzo stays alive. Castro's barking out orders to Salazo at the plate. Well, either orders or encouragement, perhaps.
Never can tell with him. Yeah, that sounded like it was more like an encouragement.
Salazo shoots it up the elevator shaft. And underneath it is Hernandez, one away. Jaden Brown will step in, and Josh Williams will go to the on-deck circle to hit where Russell Young would.
Yeah.
Second baseman number 6, Jaden Brown.
So Brown and Williams expected to be next. Tanner Rempel would be on the plate to then hit, as Chris Boato is running over to first base.
The guy's getting everywhere tonight.
Doing a little bit of everything, the veteran. Sano looking back at Yoki Pena. Jaden Brown swings through strike one. Pena now in that uncomfortable position of not wanting to be left out at second base.
Nope.
You wonder if Salazo had reached if Brown would have been asked to bunt here.
I definitely, well, you're still down by 3, so you might have tried to bunt for a base hit, but that one gets through the wickets here, and Pena will take the extra base.
Well, now Pena 90 feet from pulling one back. Cardinals need 3 to tie, 4 to win. Back into the same spot that they've been in tonight. They need base runners. Any way you can get them. Carlos Sano hanging on here. After working last night, yeah, there's nobody left down in that Barrie bullpen. They are hoping he finishes it off right here. Brown underneath it, flying into left. There to have it is Clark. Pena on the run, home. He'll make it. 8-6, but 2 away.
2 away now. Give Brown the sacrifice fly, RBI. And Josh Williams will come to the plate here in a pinch hitter's role.
Pitch hitting for your Cardinals, number 8, Josh Williams.
Williams, then Rempel if he reaches, then back to Carlos Dominguez. Can the Cardinals keep this game going? They get 1 back, but it took them 2 outs to get there.
Yep. Imagine if Williams gets on base, he's definitely going to be lifted for a pinch runner. Fouls that one off.
0-1. Last out for the Cardinals.
Cardinals faithful actually stuck this one out here.
Cardinals fought back hard. Williams sends it high and deep, but it's twisting foul. That had stayed fair. It might have been out of the ballpark.
It's a little more to the right, Josh. It's got to go on the other side of that pole.
0-2. Last strike now for the Cardinals.
Tristan Clark's definitely getting his cardio in tonight.
Is he ever? If that one had carried on to the right, that would have made this 8-7 real interesting all of a sudden.
Yep.
Just those extra couple runs for the Baycats making the difference on the Noel McGarry Doyle hit. Sano tried it up and outside. Williams would not bite. Sano with the long look. Williams back up the middle. Off the second base bag, it'll skip. And Josh Williams is on with a single.
He's waving at the Baycats bench as he's going up the line.
What's going on there?
That's just some friendly ribbing. I'm sure Malik's down there, his brother, so it's probably just some brotherly love being exchanged down there.
Designated hitter, number 44, Tanner Rempel.
Yeah, out comes Josh Williams. In comes Brandon Daly to run for him.
Yep.
They're still,
They're
the
still having fun.
conversation's still going.
Yep. I'm not sure which one of them down there, but
There's a couple of guys laughing over there.
Yeah.
All right, we get interesting once again. Cardinals still down to their last out, but Tanner Rempel now represents the tying run.
McIntyre way off the base path here.
And there's nobody even close to second. It's Daly's if he wants it.
You might as well just take it. I hope he's aware of that.
0-1.
Because he doesn't really mean anything in this game. There's still Rempel's the running that we're going to worry about here.
Brandon Hernandez may have shaded a little bit closer to the bag.
Yeah.
Now McIntyre is stepping back up.
Yeah, he's probably just swatting him back. So get away here, kid. Now you're making me work.
Sano delivers. High, 1-1. Cardinals doing their best to make Sano work for this. Lineup turns over if Rempel reaches. Carlos Dominguez would be next. Snow outside, 2-1. You know, you got to give the Cardinals some credit. They battled back hard tonight.
That they did.
After falling behind 5-0, and you know, both teams' offensive outbursts have been a little funky.
That they have been.
But both sides have just been battling away. Sano delivers. Rempel fouled it back, 2-2. Again, the Cardinals down to their last strike. The way the first 4 innings went, I don't think either one of us thought we'd be sitting here 3 hours later, 3.5 hours later.
Nope.
8-6.
Great performances by both starting pitchers, unfortunately go for naught.
Wacky inning for Enrique Saldana that was not his fault.
Nope.
And then Cesar Rosado, hard luck. Cardinals just found a way to finally get through. They had the bases loaded in the 8th but couldn't deliver on it against Kahn. And then in the 9th against Pakula, they were able to turn it in their favor. Sano delivers. Rempel skies it. They'll do it over again.
Some youngster getting a souvenir for sure.
Just a little inside on the hands there at Rempel as he tried to get around. Carlos Sano's pace has fallen since he's come into this game.
Guarantee he wasn't expecting to throw tonight.
No, he is definitely pitching at a much more deliberate pace in this part of the inning. Will it pay off for him? It does! He gets the strikeout. And the Barrie Baycats will take an 8-6 victory, and Carlos Sano is giving it over to Angel Castro at the Cardinals dugout. But Neil, a great performance by the Barrie Baycats. The Hamilton Cardinals showed a ton of heart battling back in this ballgame.
That they did. You know, the opportunities were there, and they just fortunately couldn't make the most of them. They kept skying the baseballs up in the air when it was an opportune times here, and it just didn't go their way. But, you know, they battled back. They made a game of it in the later stages, and then, of course, just some timely hitting by the Baycats in the top half of the 10th inning here, the difference in the ballgame.
They turned what was a 5-1 game in the bottom of the 9th into an 8-6 final. A lot of hard work for the Cardinals, and that's what they'll have to remember coming out of this. Now 8-3 in their last 11. They're still rolling pretty good, but still 2 more big tests on this weekend.
No question. They got the Guelph Royals tomorrow night at Hastings Stadium. Game time is 7:30 p.m. You can catch that one on the Guelph Royals TV programs on the YouTube. So hopefully you guys will tune into that one. And, of course, we're back here Sunday afternoon, 2 o'clock against the Welland Jackfish. It's Christmas in July here at Bernie Arbor.
You said it best, Neil. Sunday afternoon, right back here. The Cardinals, the Jackfish on Cable 14. Don't miss it. But for now, my thanks to my broadcast partner, Neil Sriwastawa, our entire Cable 14 crew on a long night on Friday Night Baseball. I'm Reed Duffy. Thanks for being along for the ride on Cable 14.